Okay, we are going live. Peace to everybody in the chat. What's going on?
Hello.
I want to introduce everybody. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. We're going to get right to it. I want to introduce to y'all Dr. Yaya and Miss Renee Griez.
Reese.
Reese.
Right? Reese.
Hello, everyone.
Reese, like Reese cup.
Oh, just Reese. Okay, Reese cup. Okay. All right. So let me get these pictures up real quick. Let me show the people your daughter. Okay. I want to say thank you, everybody that's in the chat room. Shout out to everyone. Love y'all. All right. So just stay tuned. Okay. Let's.
Michelle Henderson.
Michelle Henderson. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. There we go. Make sure everybody sees that. Present to everyone. Okay. Let me turn this music off now. Here's her daughter who's been missing. How long she been missing now? How many months now?
Since December the 17th.
Wow.
Was the last day I spoke to her. And the last message I got from her said, "Mom, I'm clearing my schedule and I love you and I can't wait to see you."
Right. And the boy that's in the picture, do you care to explain who is he and the circumstances of this case?
Sure. Well, Mr. Jeremy Danowski and Heaven met, and they have been together since the 9th grade. So, my daughter is 22 now, and she was starting to want to spread her wings and fly. The season for their relationship was over, and her father and I were in the midst of making sure that she knew that she wasn't stuck, and we were going to pitch in and get her a place where she could start all over. We already had possible job leads for her, basically for her to choose from. I have a pretty good network of people where I'm from. So, yeah, she had been telling him the past couple of months that she is ready to leave him. She spent the night with me about a month and a half ago. And she'd been trying to mentally prepare him, so to speak. And then, this big case just came crashing down on our family out of nowhere. And, with the alarming things that were found in her trunk and the depression of her boyfriend, it's just for the police to keep telling me that there's no foul play suspected and things of that nature. It doesn't sit well with me at all.
Right. Okay. Now, there was a thing that he said about your daughter because they was going through their little ups and downs and whatnot. What did he say about if nobody can have her? What?
At Thanksgiving, was trying to pull her aside and have a conversation because I was making sure every time I seen her that we had the conversation of, I know this breakup is going to get ready to happen. And just for you to stay rooted in who you are, and you've made your decision and stick with it and start over. You're so young and you have your whole life ahead of you. And, he's really not the last person in the world. And I think that he was upset. He kind of walked in and he said, if I can't have heaven, nobody can. So that to me in and of itself is alarming. And I've heard teenagers say, or not teenagers, they are in their 20s now, but I've heard young couples say that in a nonchalant way. So, you know, I was hoping it wasn't so serious, you know.
Right. So
Like maybe he was talking.
in certain cases, well, majority of them, when a person say that, if I can't have you, nobody can. That's a problem. Sometimes, you know, they literally mean what they say and will hurt that person who he's talking about and hurt
Yeah.
himself. So almost like a homicidal suicidal case. I don't want to make it seem that's what it is. I hope not. But when I heard about it, that's the first thing that just I felt it in my gut. I hope it's not it, but that's exactly what it sounds like.
Exactly. And you know that old saying of beware people when they say they're only joking, but they're not. So I immediately turned and looked at his face, and then he kind of played it off like, just joking. But here nor there, that was at Thanksgiving time. She did come and visit the family at Thanksgiving time. Her little brother is precious and so very important to her. They're real tight. They hang out a lot, and he looks up to his big sister a lot, and they have a great relationship. So, being that, she comes from a Hispanic family. We all live close. We've been very close. She's very close to her father's side of the family as well. Her, last message said, I can't wait. I'm going to clear my schedule and I'm going to come and see you. I love you, Mom. And just to go from that to her being completely gone is not something that's in character for a young lady like her to do. So
now when I call it serious jokes. So when he said that, it probably what I'll say. I call it serious jokes because when I be saying stuff in a play mode, sometimes I'm serious, but in a joke way. So I call it a serious joke. So maybe that was a serious joke. You understand?
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say is when they found the car by the park, right? So
yeah, they found the car at Woodward Park.
And what did they find in the car?
In the car was an empty gun case and a receipt for 100 rounds of ammo.
Okay. Now 100 rounds of ammo.
Yes.
Now, don't if nobody can have a if nobody can have if I can't have a nobody can have a they I guess run off. They found the car, they found her car, and they found the empty gun case and 100 round what'd you say again?
It was the receipt. The receipt for 100 rounds of ammo. Yes.
Now, before I go into that, go into what the boyfriend and their co-worker that they met on the job, what type of organization or cult or whatever it is that they are into.
Okay, well, I don't know how far. I know it's been about 2 months ago that my daughter told me that there was a guy that was coming into her work and talking to her about politics. So, I don't want to ever push my children away. So I want to be very open-minded and, we like to parent organically, but at the same time, I told her, be very careful and rooted in who you are. You can stay open-minded. This is America. Listen to everybody's opinions, but stay within your own instincts and your own intuition. And, don't let anyone knock you off your square or, lead you away from any path of light. So I've always talked to my daughter about that. So yeah, those are some people, that I don't know a lot about that world, but I know just like people can go so far right, people can go so far left, and that's not a part of the world that I'm in, so That's another thing that we did look into, that we did not stop at anything. If I ever got a no, I went to that person's boss, and then we went to the Indianapolis State Police. We went to the Indianapolis even narcotics unit. I even called the Attorney General's, and every single thing that I was suggested to do or thought could maybe possibly help shine some light on, I want to know where she's at. I want to know she's okay, but I really want to know where she's at.
Now, the organization, it's an anti-Trump, I guess, organization, right? And would you consider them as extremists or domestic terrorists? Even though I don't like Trump, so that's number 8. 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, 8. I don't like Trump, but what do you, if anything, the information that you came across? What is how would you label them? That type of group? Are they? Would you think they're a terroristic group, or domestic terrorists, or?
Okay. Well,
What?
for my research on the DSA group, there was seemingly no violence. On the surface, they were, doing maybe some community service, and they have a meeting once a month at a union hall in Indianapolis. But they didn't seem on the surface, and I'm not an investigator, but they didn't seem to want to be rallying people. So, I don't know if it works out. You meet somebody and then there's a next level and a next level, because like I said, I'm not from that world, so I don't know a lot about it. Now I hope that, that there's nothing like that involved, but there's so many elements to this case that we can't rule that out any more than we could rule out why. All I can say is my family didn't have to get a lawyer.
I was just about to get into that too, as far as that the father. Let's get into that. As far as the police not helping you, how they let the father go in the house and get her laptop or their laptop, and what else? I forgot what else it was. It just eluded my brain that quick. But please get into that.
Well, I will say that upon asking LaPel Police Department, they did finally get Madison County, and they do have a detective Oster there that did call me and Heaven's dad both one time. So I will have to say that. But I also had, by the graces of the fruits of my labor, I happen to have Channel 6. He's a famous newscaster in Indianapolis. I happen to have his phone number. And I called him, and I feel like he nicely persuaded an interview also. And he got a little bit of time with Oster. And Oster did tell me that he was still working on the case. So be that as it may, every time it was on the news, but once they didn't say about the guns and ammo. So both times it was on the Channel 6, they left out the guns and the ammo. So it really just looks like a 22-year-old girl ran away with her boyfriend.
Right.
But I'm sorry, but I'm not just concerned about heaven. I wake up every morning and I hope my daughter's alive, but then I'm like, there's still 100 rounds of ammo out there, and why isn't this being brought to the light? People need to know where that ammo's at and get it secured. So, I just hope that they have gotten everybody involved that needs to be involved. I've been as nice as can be while getting to the point. My platform of my Facebook page, I have a pretty good number of followers, and you know, some groups that I'm in that are really very supportive in the community of the Awake.
Now, when he was, I don't know if that's your husband or your friend or that I was speaking to. The
That
guy?
is Heaven's dad, yes. And
Heaven's dad.
yep.
Heaven's dad. I would like to speak to him as well, if you don't mind chiming in himself.
Yeah, if I
right.
will ask him. Sure, here he is.
Hey, how you doing again? Once again, how you doing, sir?
You know, we're getting by. Appreciate you having us on to be able to talk about this. So, you know, it does make us feel better knowing that people are, you know, we're getting the exposure and her face and her pictures out there. And so thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now the question when you were saying about the information that y'all was basically asking police, like, what's up? What evidence that you came up with, and basically they shunning y'all out far as giving y'all any type of inclination on what they have so far. So you care to explain on that?
In America, you do have the right not to be found if you don't want to be found. So the police might be looking at it from that perspective, that here's a couple of young people who just have a different way of looking at life and have met some other people out there that feel the same way. And, you know, best case scenario, that is what is going on. That, you know, if that's what it is, that would make me very happy to find out. But again, I would like to find that out. And when the police keep you out of the loop, and they don't give you just the smallest iota of information, you're just left with the worst case scenarios bouncing around in your head. And that's no way to live your life.
Absolutely.
It takes a lot out of yourself and your family, you know, and, you know, that very well could be what happened. And that might be what the police are thinking, you know, their first instincts. But we didn't raise our daughter to be that way at the same time. I mean, she is her own person, and she's very, she's passionate about everything that she does. So, you know, as it would surprise me, but then again, it wouldn't if they did just left and without a trace. But no one wants to think that about their own child, that they could do that. So you have to keep that in mind, but you also have to think about it. Did he do something to, you know, did he trick her in some way to, you know, because she's a very good friend to anyone that she's ever been friends with. She's the best friend to have.
Do you think he took advantage of your daughter? Because as you say, she's a real good girl. She's a happy girl. Would you use the word vulnerable?
I was
some instance. Right. Do you think she was vulnerable, easily tricked, like you said? You know, like that last breakup. Come on, baby, just one more time. Can we just meet each other one last time? I swear I'm gonna make it up to you, and bang. So what do you think? Was she vulnerable to be under his web, his spell?
Well, I think that the naivete that could be had by any 22-year-old is a possibility, especially with a heart and a soul as big as my daughter. And I think that she was falling for that. I'm going to kill myself if you leave me.
Wow.
And I think that she was very naive in that, but she's very high. She's highly intelligent. She's not only book smart. She's also street smart. She, you know, grew up half around a Hispanic family, and, you know, back in the day, we weren't like we are now. So she's very smart both ways, but at the end, I think she would want to help, like her dad said, she's the best friend anybody could have. If he said, I'm in trouble or I'm hurting, or maybe we should just go to the Lapel Park where we used to hang out, you know, because they've been together since 9th grade. And that's where they met, in Lapel.
See, he knows that. So he knows her to know what her soft spot is, because she's a caring person. So he did a diabolical, I hope not, but I think he tricked her because he knew she was vulnerable. Now I'm going to let Dr. Yaya continue from here, but I'm going to ask one more question because I want her to go. I already know what she's doing. She's taking her notes, so I already know what she about. And because I want her to definitely touch on the mental state of the boy and your daughter, or whatever she want to ask, but definitely she's going to ask about some mental issues of the guy from your observation, him being around your daughter. So what I want you to explain, and after that, Dr. Yaya can take over, is when you said that the police let the guy, his father, go into your daughter's house and retrieve computers and stuff like that. So can you explain that and whatever else, and then Yaya is going to take the floor. Go
well,
right ahead.
yeah. I think if it just racks my brain.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Racking my say a police officer and I did something maybe as embarrassing as letting a possible suspect go to a possible crime scene and retrieve possible evidence. I really think that that's a junior move, and I did voice my opinion. I did call bullshit on that. Excuse my language, but I said I don't think that's right. I don't think that Jeremy's dad, to me, is a suspect, and I don't think it's right that you guys let him go in that house and do whatever he wanted to do. So that's kind of maybe when they distance themselves a little bit, but I have to sleep with a clean conscience. And if I went to bed that night thinking I didn't stand up for my daughter and I didn't say I think that that's wrong, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So yeah, I did point that out to them, and I don't know if they might not have liked it. I even went as far as to apologize for, things that happened when I was a lot younger. I'm sorry I may have caused a bit of trouble when I was a bit younger, but you know what? The past 2 years I've been working at a homeless mission, and I've been leading souls to places where they're getting their own apartments, jobs, and helping be a part of a team that does that. And I've since paid my dues to society and been in a good example to my children. And obviously, because she was over there in Indianapolis planting gardens for the inner city. So,
That's nice.
It just doesn't sound like a girl that takes off and runs away to me.
Absolutely.
It doesn't.
Dr. Yaya is on you, love.
Okay, can I be heard? I wasn't sure if I'm going in and out.
It's sounding like a robot right now. Nah, yeah, it's kind of.
Okay, let me come back.
Okay, no problem, love. No problem. All right, she's gonna come right back. So this is pretty good. So I'm glad we getting this out, and it's so. What about the cell phone tracking? You know what I mean? Like they could track stuff. So what's going on with like the
Yeah,
the cell phone tracking? Did they track anything?
Night, Brad, didn't they say they could only track it to within 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly what we thought too. That's not right either. Cell phones usually can tell you if your girlfriend or boyfriend's at Burger King or wherever,
Right. Exactly. Locate whatever phone pole that's close within that vicinity. It will ring off, and it will show exactly where they are. If they have an iPhone, you can absolutely track exactly where they are.
It exactly is the iPhone. And I was going to tell you, I remembered something that was important right now, but if she needs to go ahead and chime in, I'll remember it.
Let's see how your audio is. And everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please like and share. Like and share. Go ahead,
That's okay.
Yeah, you sound better.
Oh,
great.
I remembered what it was. I'm sorry. The very first night that he came over to my mom's house and said that he pinged the iPhone to Lapel, he said the kids are missing and nobody has seen or heard from Heaven or Jeremy for days. And this is Jeremy's dad that said this. But he did not call Brad, which is Heaven's dad. He did not call me. He didn't call Heaven's brother or none of her immediate family. So he just jumped straight from the kids are missing, nobody's seen them for days, to missing persons.
Wow.
So yeah, and that's a very important piece of I don't see why that's not added into foul play. But I'm sorry, I just remembered what I was trying to. Are you back on now?
Yes, I am. First, let me say this to you, Miss Reese. You do not have to apologize to the police for your past actions. There should be no shame or guilt as pertains to what you've done when you were younger. This is not a result of any you've done. This is just piss poor judgment on their behalf. So I don't want you to carry that burden of guilt or shame or something like that. So we're just going to call it. The second thing I want to ask you.
Thank you for that. And I wish everyone was on the same page as us with that. But unfortunately, some people do hold grudges.
That's true. But for you, you don't have to hold it. Just because someone else is holding something doesn't mean that you have a burden and that you have to hold it. So, and I'm just going to say this flat out. I think Jeremy's father, I think he knows where they are, point blank, period. Believe that just from the statement that you said. I just absolutely believe that he knows and your daughter are, period. He's not so willing to share because, if you talk too much, you'll start to tell on yourself.
Right.
So, I honestly believe that.
Well, he was only there the first night. The second night, the only one out in the field looking for the phone or any kind of evidence was my sister and I, and her father was on his way.
Right. So if he's not actively looking for own son, even though his son is an adult, adults go missing as well. Actively looking, that means he knows something where he feels comfortable. As a parent, I don't care what age they are. I have a son who's 28 years old. If my son is missing, I'm going to feel some type of way, and I'm going to want to put boots on the ground and start doing something. But if I'm at home saying, "Oh, don't worry about Craig. Craig is okay. He'll be up," that means I'm comfortable in knowing that my son is okay. Information. That means I have to have some type of information. So I just want to say that on the outset, that's just what I believe. Now, you stated earlier that Jeremy had some depression, that he was depressed. Now, find out that he was depressed because he stated he was depressed, or did he say that, did something show, in his actions?
Well, ever since the beginning, when they were, I remember when they were in school, his parents had him on all kinds of antidepressants and whatnot. And they tried giving our daughter that in second grade. And I said, you're absolutely crazy. My daughter's not taking none of that. She is just fine. If I have to do homework with her till midnight, and I'll do homework with her till midnight, but she's not being on these drugs that I don't believe that you guys give 8 out of 10 American children or whatever the statistic is, you know. So in either event, we never took that avenue for our daughter, but Jeremy's parents, you know, did have him on medicines like that. And also I believe in manifestation and, you know, Munchausen syndrome. Keep telling a child they're sick, they're sick, they're sick. And, you know, we'll finally believe that. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's been kind of a rocky past, you know.
So he is on meds.
I don't know if he's taken him as an adult. I do know that when they were in high school together, that he was on them then. So,
the second question is, you mentioned that they found things in her trunk.
yes, ma'am.
Things were in her trunk.
Yes, ma'am. Did you say what were the things that were in her trunk? Okay,
Yes,
there was an empty gun case and a receipt for 100 rounds of ammunition.
And that was all. There was nothing else in the trunk.
My son was also there because my son and my brother followed them to my daughter's car, and my son said there was gardening equipment in the trunk. So I don't know if that was from the gardening that Heaven had been doing over the summer, like was shared earlier, or if I don't know what it was from. I do know that I have told my daughter always and repetitively, if you ever find yourself in a bad situation, please, baby, whatever you do, leave me clues. So the next morning after the first night of the search, and I told you that my sister and I were the only one out there in the field, we actually went diving in the porta potty, and I found a bag in there. So some of the stuff that was in the bag, I know belonged to my daughter. She worked at Jimmy John's. There was a piece of a Jimmy John's study guide menu in there. And I don't know if I really want to say what else was in there. I don't want to jeopardize her investigation in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
But
we understand.
Yeah, but I do know that my daughter is very smart. And if she could get to me or could get a way to reach out to us, I know that she would. And I very much don't believe she just took off on a joyride without saying bye. I think that she was taken, and I think that somebody's taken her.
Now, do you think that that Jeremy is a part of that? Do you think he influenced her or has an influence?
It's hard for me to say. I know that everyone's seen what desperate men in pain can do. And, you know, best case scenario, they waltz Indiana one of these days and say, here we are. Well, sorry, not sorry, because you did say the things that you said before you left, and it was wrong for you to take off with anybody's daughter anyway. So, you know, I can't regret anything as long as it pertains to the truth and trying to find her, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, let me say this as well. Sometimes we can know who we are and we can know who our children are, but if they have other outside influences, especially if pressure is applied and they feel under stress, you know.
Yes.
In most cases, in some cases, they will do some things that they would not normally do.
Yes, ma'am.
That you would think that they would normally do. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking, if Jeremy and they've been seeing each other for a long time, he has an overt influence. on your daughter, and can play a very big part in the decisions that she makes while she's under some type of stress.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, we can say, you know, well, my child would do that because I know who they are, but they have an added stressor that you're not a part of.
Well, Dr.
Okay?
Yaya, you're right.
They have an added a stressor outside of you, outside of your relationship with them, outside of the circle that they hold with you.
Right.
So she has an added stressor. So in her ear, he could be saying, you know, let's run away together. I think it's the influences of our families. That's why they want to break up with me. If we just have some time alone, we, you know, anything, you know, it could be anything. That added some extra pressure for her to kind of make a certain decision. Now, I would like to think that she has made the decision to leave and just not want to deal with anyone. I like to think that and believe that more so than someone has captured her,
yeah,
and possibly is doing harm to her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to think that. So I want you pressing on because you want to know about her safety, but I want you to know that she may have had some undue stress where she just said, you know, I'm just tired of you, Jeremy. Okay, fine. Okay, whatever, you know, things like that. So we have to look at those added stressors outside of our relationship that we may have.
Yeah, and I completely understand what you're saying. And she is so open with me. And as a matter of fact, when you said added stressors, she was the only one working, trying to pay the rent for her, him, and I'm not sure if his mother's working. I heard two different things, so I don't want to say for sure because unless I know something for 100% sure, I won't speak it. But I do know that she was under pressure of providing for both of them because he didn't want to work. And that's another reason why she very much wanted to leave him, because I told her, you can do bad all on your own. You don't need a man to help you do bad, honey.
Right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And as you guys continue to move forward to get answers about your daughter's safety, I'm certainly grateful to Mike for putting this out there so other people know about it. So putting her face out there just in case someone says, hey, you know, I saw heaven, you know, and this is where heaven is or what's going on. This is vitally important that this gets done, you know, and I think this is one of the good things about social media, you know, that we're able to do these certain kinds of things.
Well,
so again, thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you as well.
Is there anything else you want to add before we end this? Is there any last words you would like to get out? A message to your daughter or whatever it is you would like to get out. You and her father as well.
Go ahead. He said,
you know, if somehow she gets this message or is watching, or if somebody that's in her circle can get this out to her, just so that she knows, you know, we can get over it real fast. If you can just come home, we can talk about things and find out what's going on. You know, so if you would, baby, just come on home and we can go from there. Okay.
Yeah, definitely be strong, man, because that shit eating me up right now. So I could imagine you holding back all the tears and pain right now. So I understand, and I just hope everything works out for the best for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you also for this opportunity. It's a modern day miracle that we can be the media and we don't have to keep waiting for, you know, Channel 6 to report the exact news. I appreciate everything everyone's done for my daughter up until now. But I guess they have their rules to go by. But the bottom line is she is a good girl. I don't believe that she ran away. And I don't believe if she did run away, people would be having reasons to get lawyers. And I just want everyone to be safe. Like I said, not just her, but if you do have my daughter, and if you're watching this, please know that she will forgive, and we will work with you in any way we possibly can. We just want her safe, and we just want her home. She's 22 years old. She has her whole life of light ahead of her, and we just want her back home.
I feel you, and man,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
I just hope everything goes well and she gets brought home back safely. So I really hope this message gets to her, and I will share this on all my platforms. I'm going to have people share it on their social medias and get it out there. So again, I appreciate you, the father, and I appreciate you, Renee. And anytime, you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care, family.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Dr. Yaya, hold on. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mike.
Peace. Peace, love. Peace. I don't know if we should shut it. All right. Now, Dr. Yaya. Now, let me know now. Now, let me know if you want to stay on, or we could do, I don't want to, trust me, I don't want to hold you like last time. And I know your ass was like, God damn, going on 4 hours. Oh, like God.
Well, I was, those questions, those were some good questions, right? That I had received. So I was going to just, kind of touch on the questions that the people had.
Okay, let's get it. Do you have them written down? You have them written down, or you want me to read it to you, or you already?
I got them. When you sent them to me, I got them.
Okay. All right, baby.
Yeah. So we're gonna, and I may answer a few questions that people may have, in the chat.
Okay.
I may be able to do that. Let me see. It's only about 8:15 for me. I may be able to, get something in.
You can hang till 5 a.m? No, just.
Oh no. Okay, so this was a really good question, and I really love questions. I really do, Mike, because it gets your brain going, and you get stimulated, and all this other stuff, and so it's really, really good.
Right.
So tell me if I'm starting to sound a little wishy-washy.
I was about to tell you, it's just going a little bit in and out. It's almost like a little bit of robot. It was clear before, then it started chopping up again a little bit. But if you want to hang up and come back, make sure you bring yourself back now. All right. Yeah, man, this is good right here, family. Word up. This is very, very, very good. Where is my song? Hold on. Before she come back, let me get that thing back playing. I want everybody because I'm going to edit this. All right, I'm going to edit this to where it's only about the part with me and Dr. Yaya and the questions, and Renee and her daughter's father, the interview. So I'm going to chop that up, and when I put it up, please everybody share that everywhere on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Please share that story, please. Because I'm pretty sure you want that to happen. Oh, you sounding good now.
Okay. So like I was stating, I really like questions. It gets the brain going and the fluids going, and you start to really think and stuff like that. And these are some very good questions. So the first question was this: what is my perspective on the relationships in our community? Why are side chicks now glorified and copied instead of remaining monogamous and faithful? Wow. Now that's a deep question. That's a deep question right there. Now my perspective is this. The main thing that influences social engineering is the media. That's the main thing. The main thing that influences households. I mean, the game changed when the TV was invented. Do you hear me? The game changed, because then you have this thing that you're getting these mental images and these pictures now, and you're starting to see how the other half lives, and you're seeing different things that are outside of your community and outside of your scope of what you can have. And so now we have these images of these women, who are side chicks, who say, I don't mind if a man, has a woman. I'll be on the side as long as he, pays for me, and, as long as he treats me well and things like that. So it's not that they're winning. It's just the fact that this is something that they do for personal gain. It's like they don't care. These are selfish people. So if we look at the dynamics and as far as relationships are concerned, those aren't relationships. So you can't even go. That's like comparing apples to oranges. If you say, what about relationships that have a loving and caring, person, and they're one-on-one and they got it going, and then we have relationships where they got a side chick. Those are not relationships. Okay. So our relationships are still formidable in our community. They're still formidable. These other little side things that are taking place are because of what is being presented and what looks good and what, it makes me feel good. And so we have a side chick being excited because I'm a side chick. Side chicks get together and they act like, hey, we winning, we got this thing down because, hey, it looks like a great thing to do. It's awesome. It gets me attention. Especially if you're not used to getting it. I think most attention whores, excuse my language, do that because they're not used to anyone taking any value. They're not used to anyone saying, I love you for you. So they want to be like the next person. Everybody wants to be like Nicki Minaj. Then when Cardi B stepped in, hey, I want to be like Cardi B. Because why? It's these images that are being thrown out there saying, if you're like me, you'll be successful. Cardi B told everybody you can go from being a stripper to topping the charts. Okay. And so now where's everybody gonna go? Right. Everybody, I'm going to the strip club. Women who never thought about stripping. I seen 50-year-old women talking about they going to the strip club to pursue dreams. Oh my God.
I played the video where there was a 50-year-old lady dancing on a strip on a pole in a strip club and trying to squeeze into a chair. Her ass cannot really squeeze through that chair. Yeah.
They think if their success came through that, then my success will come through the same way, but that's not the case. But that's where they're running to, well, she can do it, I can do it. Wait a minute, that path was her path. You have a different path, but it's not seen like that. And so here we are, the real community, and we cannot say that those type of relationships are relationships. We have to remain focused. We have to understand that this is not what that is. This is something this doesn't even compare to the relationships that we really have in our community. And once we start comparing it, we give it validity. That's why we can't compare it. When people say our side chicks winning, I'm like, I don't know any side chicks. I'm not around any. Okay, they're not within my circle. So you're going to have to go to someone who thinks that side chicks are winning. I have no clue because it's not in my circle. See, it's right. What you choose, it's what you choose to focus on. So that's not my community. I don't know. That's outside of my community. They're doing all types of stuff, has absolutely nothing to do with me. So that lets me know if you think that they're winning and oh man, I got to be a side chick to get a man, that says more about your perspective and your perception of yourself than it does anything else. Because I know when I look at, I don't watch television, but if I look at a cartoon, I know it's not real, right? Because of my perception, not only of me, but I know what real is. So if I sit back and say, woo, these side chicks winning, that means there's a perception of myself that says, if they're winning, I want to be a winner too. Ergo, I might have to be a side chick. Come on, y'all.
I'm not to cut you off. I want to ask a question to somebody that's in the room. La Green. What's up, La Green? I know you in here. Just hold on one second, Dr. Yaya. Hey, La Green, what's up? Can you press 1? Can you show me that you're still here? I know you're still in here. What's up, La Green? All right, I know you're going to hear me because it's like a little delay for you to respond. I want to say is it okay for you to get on the panel to explain some of that situation we spoke about? La Green, don't be scared. You could come on the panel and speak to Dr. Yaya if you up to it. Do you want to, or you gonna give me the applaud hands? What's going on now? What's up? Okay, go ahead. Continue, Dr. Yaya. I don't want to waste your time. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. So that's what it is. There are three things that we have control over as individuals. It's what we see and what we hear, is how we behave, and then what we choose to let go. Right? Those are what we control. We don't control anything else. So if side chicks are being glorified, that means your perception of the side chick is what you're doing, is what you're mirroring, is what you're blowing up. You know, anybody who says side chicks are winning, it lets me know that you're the one that's glorifying the side chick. You know, if you say that, you know, there are no good black men, then that says that you're not worthy of a good black man. If there are no good black women, what you're saying is you're not worthy of any good black women. So I mean, that's just what it is.
Okay, this is all right. Hold on, I'm sorry again. So if you more than willing to share, I want you to get on right now because you're talking to the perfect person. So I'd rather you get her while she's here. It will make all the sense in the world. So this is what I want you to do, La Green. Call my Skype number now. Oh wait, no, not Skype. I'd rather you get on the panel because if you call on my Skype, it's gonna lower her mic. So it's gonna mess it up. So can you please can you put in your email real quick for me, La Green, so I can send you the link, please? Please send me your email so I can send you the link. Continue, Dr. Yaya. Okay. And you're gonna like this. Believe me when I tell you, you're gonna like this one.
You know, so I mean, and that's what it is. And no disrespect to the side chicks that may be in the chat or that may be listening, or maybe, you know, no disrespect. It's all love. You know, the question was, why is it being glorified? And it's based on your perception of who you are, where you're going, what you're trying to accomplish. And what have we always been taught? We've always been taught to look at winners. People are successful. No matter how they got there. Okay? We've just always been taught that. That's why we copy and emulate certain people. So if I copy and emulate a certain person, that means I have glorified this person in my sight. And that's who I want to mirror myself after. That's who I want to imitate. I want to see what steps they took for their success. So people who glorify the side chick or even glorify a certain artist, that means their perspective and their perception is that this is who I want to emulate. You know, this is who I look up to. This is who I want to be. They got their success through the stripper pole. Give me mine. Okay.
That's right.
You know, so that's what it is. You know, if I choose to sit back and say I admire and want to be like Maya Angelou, give me a pen and paper, then that's what I'll do.
Right.
See, what you glorify is what you respect. I'm gonna keep it 100. What you glorify is what you respect. So that's what it is.
La Green, I just sent you the link. So
yes, I do have a channel.
Huh?
Someone was asking if I had a channel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, shit. Promote all of that.
I'll be putting up some videos next week and everything. So that was a very good question. I like that question because again, if you're glorifying it, that means that's what you respect. Respect is what you attract. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Whatever you respect is what you attract.
So is it good to say, because I say this a lot, like when people blame the opposite sex, like they always have an issue with the opposite sex. Yeah, they ain't shit. Girls ain't shit. They don't know how to treat a man. They don't know how to treat a woman. All that stuff, right? And they constantly say this, all the bad experiences that they had. I always say, is it like a person is going to attract a person that they have similarities with, like they have the same qualities. Right, exactly right. So at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself for going through the same shit that he has. that you also have within yourself as well. So yeah, you attract what you like. You attract something that's similar to how you are.
Exactly. And that is so true, because for people to say, and then you have to look at your pool. What are you pulling from? Let me tell you something. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing said,
rest in peace, Queen.
I'm sorry?
No, I was saying rest in peace to the Queen.
Oh, yes. She said this: you cannot get up every day and call yourself a thug, a bitch, and a gangster and expect to be productive. You can't do it. It cannot be done. And so it's the same thing when you consider what you're looking for in a mate. You can't get up and say there are no good men, because if you find a good man, you've already said in your mind that there were none. So you're not going to receive, and you're not going to see that it is a good man. It's the same thing with saying there are no good women. Okay. Now, the problem that we have, especially in our community, telling a man, like I would never tell Mike Lowry, Mike, you're not a man. You're not a real man. I don't know. I'm a female, 100%. Okay. Born one. I don't know what it takes to be a man.
Right.
So right off the rip, I'm being disrespectful. Okay. Because and a man can't tell a woman, you're not a real woman. Well, how the hell do you know? You've always had some swinging between your legs since birth. How do you know what it takes for me to be the woman that I am, or for me to be any type of woman? Right? And so when we do that, we begin to disrespect women and emasculate men. And anytime that happens, they start to pull away from you. They start to treat you poorly. Because let me tell you something. People don't treat you nice when you disrespect them. It's not going to happen. And if you're around a group of men and you're saying, well, ain't no good men, you just disrespected them. You don't know them. If you're around a group of women and you're touting this, there are no good women. You don't know them. You're disrespecting them. Why in turn should they turn around and try to change your mind or prove their worth to you when you came out the gate stating this is what you believe? See? So, like Mike said, you have to evaluate yourself. If you've been through 5 men and they're all no good, look, it's you. Everybody not lying on you. It's you. Okay? If you've been through 10 women and they're all no good, everybody not lying on you. It's you. You the common denominator. It's you. It's that let's just be real. It's you. Okay? It's you. And so, you know, this thing about and these are relationship experts. Why do men say, let me tell you what women really want? No, let women tell you what they really want. You see? Let women tell you, because we have all of these men who like to say, well, women, you have to do it like this, and you know, you have to do it like that. You're a man. Tell me what's on the man side of that. I can tell you what's going on with the women's side. Tell me what's going on with the man side. Okay, and that's kind of a misogynistic type of attitude to take. You know, if I were to come on your show and I say, Mike, I want to come on this show and I want to talk about, you know, what men really want. I'm like, well, Mike will be like, I can tell you that. I'm a man. I mean, we kind of, you know, we kind of got some things in common in general. You know, we can chop it up like that if you want to ask me some questions. But it would be remiss of me. It would be so audacious of me to come on and say, I got this thing on lock. I know what the men want. I'm not a man. I don't know what he wants. I can say in general what we all may want in a relationship, but I can't specifically pinpoint what the man wants.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, that's what breaks down the communication with men and women. Okay? That's what breaks down the communication with men and women. Because you're going to tell the man, you know what, Mike, I know what you want in this relationship. You want blah, blah. And Mike is like, you don't know me at all. Why don't you just ask me what I want? Right?
Instead of just assuming.
Instead of assuming that this is what this person wants. Right? So there's no communication. Communication is key in any relationship with your children, relationship with friends, co-workers, whoever you're communicating with, you know, it's key in communicating, you know, and people will get offended. And Mike, this is something. People get offended when they're wrong about what they think you want. People get mad. They'll call you a liar. They haven't asked you. They assume, that's just like somebody comes to me, Dr. Yaya, your favorite color is blue. No, that's not my favorite color. You don't have to lie. That is your favorite color. You always tripping. You don't want to be real. When I tell you that's not my favorite color, trust me, it's not my favorite color. But because you got it wrong because of ego, because when egos get bruised, people get their feelings hurt. I'm just, what? Okay. We all know.
That shit. Okay. All right. We got somebody in the building. What's up? What's up, La?
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey.
No, what's up?
All right. You took a double shot. You took a shot.
No. It's on the rocks. I'm sipping. Slow sipping.
All right. It's on the rocks. Okay.
You know how we.
I'm drinking after this.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. If you speak up, can you speak up just a little bit louder, love, if you don't mind, or
can you hear
put
me
the
now?
phone in your mouth? Nah, just playing. Sorry about that. Don't mind.
I got an iPhone. Don't play with me.
You gotta try me now. A try phone. Try me now.
Don't play with me.
Now, okay, so
okay, this is my first time ever being on a panel.
Oh, okay, well, welcome.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate you for sharing that story tonight. That was a very, very that stuff like that need to be shared more, especially on social media, YouTube, stuff like that. I really don't see stuff like that on YouTube.
Right. Me neither.
So,
to be honest.
Yeah. It's too bad. It's unfortunate that we didn't really see the picture of the missing 22-year-old, but
I did. It's up there. It was at the beginning. So
okay.
Yeah, I definitely show her picture and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So Miss Green.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready, if you want to ease into it, go right ahead, because I don't think people is gonna. I think they might be surprised. They probably heard of this story, but go right.
Okay. Well, talking to the panel, your subscribers and the doctor, just talking to all of you guys that I like me personally, I've been dealing with like missing persons for the last 4 years. My mom.
Well, you pretty. You should get on camera. You are pretty though.
I don't want to be on camera right now.
All right, I'm sorry. All right.
Okay,
let me shut up.
Because I'm new to this. How do I put like my
icon?
How you have like your picture, your YouTube picture? How you do that? I don't know how to do it.
Only thing you got to do is just tap the screen once. Look, just tap it.
Okay.
You won't see the red like the hang up icon, the phone.
Right.
On the left, it should be the mic, and on the right, it should be the camera. Just hit the camera picture. Tap it. There you go. There it is.
You see me?
Well, now yeah, you got to press it again. Do it one more time.
Press the
One more time.
Wait, what do I press?
Just tap the screen.
Okay. Wait, my phone. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, my phone.
Somebody need that extra push out this motherfucker. She done hung up. She must got big fingers. It's just a joke. A big thumb or something. But but yeah, Dr. Yaya, you was definitely on it, and she's back.
No, I apologize. My daughter, she keep calling me. Okay. Wait,
okay.
Tap the screen and
hit that camera icon. There you go.
Is it
right there?
Okay,
it's
cool,
right
cool,
there.
Cool.
All right, let's get it, love.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, well, thank you first of all for having me. I didn't even plan on doing this tonight. Lord knows I didn't. But since you did share that story, you know what I mean? And I do get your notifications and stuff like that. So, it struck a chord with me, And so, yeah, my mom, she went missing 4 years ago. It'll be 5 years, actually, this September. It'll be 5 years, my mother. And her name is Maxine Green. She's well known in the city, like in Grand Rapids, where we from, Grand Rapids, Michigan. She's well known down south from like Tennessee, Memphis, stuff like that. She's the sister of Al Green, the soul singer Al Green. She's the sister of Al Green, and she went missing 4 years ago. And when she went missing, like how the previous lady was just talking, like about how the Indiana State Police Department, whatever, how they kind of slept on her daughter's case. The Grams Police Department slept on Maxine's case as well. It was up to the family. It was up to us to, get her name out there and to do searches and foot searches and put up flyers and stuff like that. The Grams Police Department, they didn't even, like, they didn't put like really no effort, and but not just with Maxine, but with just so many different people that I've seen over since I've been grown, how the way so many different police departments sleep on especially African American, Hispanics, just different nationalities when it
Right.
comes compared to Caucasian. You know what I mean? I'm not racist by far. My mom had kids, I got mixed, brothers and sisters. So I'm not a racist person, but I know exactly how the police departments are when it comes to missing persons cases. So my mom case turned cold almost 2 years ago. And so, we still at first it was every 6 months, I'm holding visuals and stuff. It's eight of us. My mom is eight of us, but I'm the middle child. So I'm the one, I always put together like the visuals and the foot searches and stuff like that, hang up flyers and get, groups together and stuff like that. But because time is passing, I had to kind of fall back and I had to kind of brace myself because this situation, I don't know how long this might last. You understand what I'm saying, doctor? I don't know how long. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you hear me?
Very clear, love.
Some cases like this kind of, we don't know. We don't know the outcome, but Maxine was very well known, especially in this city. So for her to have went missing, it wasn't just by accident. It wasn't by coincidence. It wasn't just she just left and moved out of town or nothing like that. She was very close with her family. She was very close with her kids. She had a schedule. And the word was the past 3 or 4 weeks that, she met somebody, she was hanging out with somebody, and next thing you know, bam. She was old. She was freaking 62 years old when she went missing. But she was still she was vibrant. She had a young soul. She was very, her life was always like, just she had a fun life, and she lived like that. So she would meet, people and stuff like that, and, hang out. And her and my father was together for 30 some years. When my father passed away, she was single, and she was a good looking woman for her to be. So, she was always a good looking woman. My mother, she modeled for CoverGirl in the 70s. You know what I mean? She traveled the world with her brother. She been to American Music Awards. She been to Soul Train Awards. She worked for her brother. She did so much when she was all in Memphis and stuff like that with, my uncle, what I mean? He's a multi-millionaire. But when she went missing, because she was so always, so friendly and stuff like that. And that was always like one of my worst nightmares. You know what I mean? Like, because she was always so, just never wanted to sit down. And so when she went missing, the family, no one knew that she was missing until 3 weeks later, doctor. And so we was late. We was playing catch up. You understand what I'm saying? Time was not on our side. We had to get flyers out there. The police department, Graham's police department, never went to the public. When the missing persons was filed where she was living at, they never came forward, the GRPD. Here in the state of Michigan.
Right.
I don't mean to sound so, but they never came forth. So me being the one that always, whenever my mama, disappear for like a few days or a week or something, because she will disappear or stuff like that just for a couple of days or go hang out or go party. She had friends. She had a part. She lived that life. She was never the type of woman that liked to just sit in a house and bake cookies for her grandkids. Maxine wasn't that woman. She was getting older, it was time for her to sit down, but she didn't want to sit down. You understand what I'm saying? So it kind of played out kind of differently with the situation. But the thing is that they slept on her case and they left it into the family hands to freaking, look and just do everything. I had to go to the media. I had to contact different news outlets. I had to hire a private investigator that I've been working with for the last 3 or 4 years. I had to put together the foot searches. I had to put together a freaking reward. Me and my brothers. I have 6 brothers and 1 sister. It's 8 of us. From my mom alone. She had 8 kids, but she was still she was in good shape. She was a very dark, beautiful woman, but she was into the party life. She was into that party life, and she just kind of never like settled down, especially after my father passed. So and the streets was saying, when the family found out she went missing 4 years back, September 6th through the 8th, when we found out she went missing, everyone kept saying that, oh, she was hanging out with such and such the same person, giving the description, everything. There's so many different leads that came into the Grimes Police Department that it's like they just not even, they don't care. But during this same time frame, it's like 3 different Caucasian women that went missing in the same city or in the state of Michigan, like the close surrounding cities, where you see their faces and stuff plastered over the news and all this and that. The only time the Grimes Police Department came to the news is when I went to the media, and they was on my freaking news, my freaking, platforms, the news thing that I contacted. So it's kind of sad. It's sad as hell that, that African Americans get like how we get so slept on, to the point where this is like, it's so serious. Like, Maxine is not finna just get up and just walk away. You know what I mean? Right. She's just not finna get up and just disappear. People just don't disappear. Something happened to my mom, but I never would say rest in peace. I would never say, oh, she's gone, or none of that. I'm going to always say she's missing until I find out where she is or what happened, or until I could, get the recovery of her. Right. That's where I'm at. And I feel like, and like me, I'm new to YouTube, so really, I didn't know that I could share this type of information with YouTube. I never knew that. I'm 41 years old, but I didn't know that I don't really do social media like that. I do like Facebook, and that's about it. I'm old school. I have probably like 100 Facebook friends. I don't really do all of that. But what I'm saying is that I didn't know that I could share her story with so many other people when it's dealing with YouTube as well. I didn't know that. I always thought YouTube was just for music and like, videos and stuff. So when the Kanika Jenkins case came upon for a few months back or whatever, that's when I started learning about YouTube. So that's when I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should share my mom's story or whatever and stuff like that. But my mom, Maxine Green, has been missing for 4 years now here in the city of Grand Rapids. And I don't mean to curse, excuse my language, but damn it.
I curse all the time.
Grand Rapids Police No, seriously, because I'm just saying, Grand Rapids Police Department have not once went to any type of media outlet in our city, except for maybe twice. And that was on the same news station that was on the same, like, the whole freaking news clip that I freaking brought to the city, to the community. So it's just it's a sad situation. We got a reward up, silent observing, working with us, the freaking private investigator, stuff like that. But it's like we don't have some, different um, you know, stuff whispering in our ear where she might be, but they don't want to start. They don't want to, do that. I
Right.
don't know.
Can I
It's
interject? I'm
it's a
sorry.
no. I'm sorry. No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Because I'm gonna ask you this question like I did before. Now, Al Green, for the good times and all that shit you've been singing, brother. All the songs you've been singing. Oh, I know them all.
And he's still singing, and he's still
Uh-huh.
doing shows. He's still making money. He still has his church. He's still Al Green. He's just older, but he's still rich as fuck. He rich as hell. He promised to send money towards her reward. He promised he was gonna put up like $10,000 just towards the reward, just to see if somebody would speak. Uncle ain't signed nothing. He ain't signed nothing yet. You know what I mean? And him and Maxine, out of all of my uncles, my aunties and uncles, him and Maxine was the closest. They was the closest. They was the closest. She rocked and he rocked. They started drinking, they started their drugs, they started all that back in them days. Shit, we grew up in his mansion when we was younger. I learned how to swim in his swimming pool. I learned how to horseback ride in his swimming pool. I sat in Rolls Royces and all me and my brothers and all this and that. Him and Maxine was the closest. But when they fell out and she ended up moving up to Michigan where her other brothers and sisters was, it was like a distance. He still took care of a little bit, sent her money here and there. But the point I'm making is that since she went missing, none of her brothers and sisters, none of them from my grandmama and granddad, none of them have came to, she was the outcast. She was the outcast out the family. They was all already jealous. They always been jealous of her. Always. She told us stories about all kind of stuff when we was little. So that's just, I mean, how families be. But I'm saying is that my uncle promised to send, some towards the reward to put into their account or whatever. And it's just MIA. You know what I mean? And in order for me to even see my uncle or talk to him, I would have to go down to Tennessee, where I'm from. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. I had to go down there, stuff like that. So it's a funny situation. And it's weird and it sucks. You know what I mean? Because she is missing. She was loved. Everyone loved her. She was the coolest, sweetest person in the whole world until she, just was in her own little world or whatever. But something happened to my mom. Something happened to
And
her. But you would
didn't you
never
tell me?
Yeah, something
I'm
happened to her. And we're not done. We know something happened to her. You know what I mean? But we need justice. We want justice. I want justice. And I got 6 brothers. We all deal with this different. I got some crazy brothers. They ready to kick a private investigator and gave me addresses and all kind of stuff. A lady got freaking, they charged some lady she got found with my mom's debit card, during this whole missing price. She got found with her. She sneaking using my mom's debit card. They charged her with an account, I mean, with a charge, fraud or whatever. I don't know. But the private investigator is so good on the money. We got addresses. We got everything. I know where these people work. I know all kind of stuff. I got brothers that's ready to go kick down doors right now. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. It's crazy. I dropped out of school. I damn near freaking. I was getting stalked. I was getting stalked because I was so freak. My mom flyers was getting torn down in the city. You hear what I'm saying? It's somebody in this city that knows what happened to her. We hanging up flyers. We go back a few days later. These same flyers is getting ripped, not torn. You can see the rip in the freaking middle of the flyer.
That's fucked up.
People calling it's a few flyers in a certain neighborhood where she was living and stuff. But I put a few numbers. I put my number, the Grounds Police Department number, private investigator number, and the freaking silent observer number on a few flyers. So I know exactly what neighborhood this come from. My phone, my old phone. I had to switch phones. My old phones. Somebody started stalking my phone. this was like a few years back, and that made me fall back. I kind of fell back from the whole situation. I dropped out of school. I was in
Wow.
freaking close to, yes, I was in like close to freaking like damn near $18,000 in student loans. I know that's not much, but I was in debt because I dropped out. Thank God the government just they forgave myself. I'm zero debt right now. I didn't have to pay nothing back.
All right, let's go get
You know
some
what I
credit
mean?
cards now. Now go finish. Go right ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it got so deep where I went so hard for my mom. Wait a minute. Wait, because I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to. But what I'm trying to say is that me being the middle child, I always was the one, like holidays, stuff like that. My mom has 6 boys, 2 girls. My sister Tina, she always lived down south. She grew up in Memphis and then she moved to Miami, got married, stuff like that. Okay, me and my brother's always up here. And I was always the one. My mom, she had like, a mental thing, like she was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia like 20 some years back. But she was still cool. She still lived her life, you know what I mean? But when she mixed it with like, drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, she would be, over the top. So it takes certain people to deal with certain people like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And she had a mouth, and everyone couldn't deal with her mouth. And that's what I know, something happened to her, because when we went searching for her and asking questions for them 3 weeks when we was behind, people kept saying the same thing. She was hanging out with someone. She didn't come back where she lived at. She wasn't picking up her checks. She wasn't doing none of that. Somebody was taking care of her. She was hanging out with somebody. She was partying with somebody, and something happened to her. She got into it, and something happened. I'm not stupid. But what I'm saying is that every time she would disappear, maybe for a weekend or a week or something, I go through the city and I find my mom. This time I couldn't find her. And I was already late. I was 3 weeks late because the police department didn't let the public, didn't let the family, nobody knew that she was missing. So whoever did something to her, they had so much freaking time. They had so much time, ahead of us. My brothers, we search abandoned houses, we search alleys, we search woods, we search a lot of places everywhere. And people keep saying that somebody put her in the river downtown, and they won't search the river. They would not freaking pour the river. But listen. A few months later, a Caucasian woman went missing downtown in our city. Her and her husband was coming from a little high class party downtown. The Caucasian woman went missing. Excuse me. They found her shoe by the same river, the Grand River, downtown Grampus, Michigan. They found the shoe. The Grimes Police Department drugged the river, found the woman's body. The husband was charged. Just listen.
Wow.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe a few months before that, Jessica Hearing, over like 20 minutes away from us, Highland, Michigan. She went missing, white girl. Her face all over the freaking news, all over the public, all over the thing. Now, they finally found the guy. Okay, he's being charged right now. A few months prior to Jessica Hearing was one of my younger cousins. She went missing, but it wasn't like a really missing. The dude some guy, he did something to her, and we had to search and do all this and that. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to it's different strokes for different folks, because African Americans, we don't get the same attention that Caucasian people do, and that's sad.
That's true.
That's sad.
Right.
You know what I mean? A missing report was filed for Maxine Green, and we did not know. The family didn't. We didn't know. We just knew we didn't see her for like, a few weeks or whatever. Like, where Mac? We call her Mac. That's her nickname, Mac. Where Mac at? Everybody like, where's she at? One of my older brothers, he ran into one of her recovery coaches. He was like, your mom, a missing report. So he went downtown to the police department. He like, what's going on? A missing report file? And then they contact me. Everybody, everybody talking. And then the whole family know. And little do we know, we was 3 weeks behind. The report was filed August 21st, freaking 2013. We didn't find out till the end of September 2013. 13. So I'm sorry, I'm all hoarse. I'm drinking my ice water.
Oh no, that's okay. It's good to release when you're supposed to.
Yeah, I apologize. I get emotional when I talk about this because
and you're supposed to. You're supposed to get emotional. It's okay. Yeah. No need to apologize. We certainly understand. Can I ask you a question, may I?
Yeah, sure.
Did you look at John Doe's?
Yes.
Jane Doe's, yes.
Doctor, listen, doctor. I listen, all the freaking morgues, everything in the whole state, not just Grand Rapids. I did Muskegon, I did Detroit. Don't you know somebody, anonymous person, posted on News 8 here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, their website when my mom first went missing, and said that her body was cut up and was spread out in the trash cans in the city of Detroit, Michigan. Okay. And I'm like, so I'm talking to the detectives like, you guys can't you can't trace that IP address? Like, who the hell would say something like that on the news station, on the comment section? And
find their ass.
We checked the Jane Doe's, we checked John Doe's, we checked it was so many, but see, this case is so particular because it's so much stuff that have happened where people done called in and people done and certain people done said, well, Maxine is in Mississippi, or Maxine is here, or Maxine is there. These same people done called certain individuals, not just the Grand Rapids Police Department, but other individuals, that how in the hell would you know that she knew them people if you didn't know her? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So her case have not been handled properly, and since last year it turned cold. But
what the fuck is Al Green doing? He got all that fucking power, all that money, multi-millionaire, his punk ass, excuse me, but his punk ass.
No, you're right.
And fucking help fund. Then you say that they was real close siblings as growing up, favorite brother and sisters, and what he doing? Singing motherfucking For the Good Times and all that other shit.
Yeah. But you know what? It was you absolutely right, Mike. You are absolutely right. It's a certain segment that's on Fox 17. It's called Michigan's Most Wanted. I did a segment with this, like an hour segment, where they had to come to my house and stuff like that. It's on the news. It's on Fox 17. You guys can look it up. Okay, and that's the same thing I told the public. Al Green has a huge platform. Like, so many people love Al Green. Like, dude, you not once freaking acknowledge your sister was missing? Your blood sister? Same mom and same dad?
Wow.
But dealing with the Greens, that's what you get. That's how that side of the family, that's how they are. That's why I don't rock with them. I don't mess with them. Them people done tried to use my mom's name, tried to hold false fundraisers, tried to do all type of shit when she went missing, damn it. And you know what I did? They tried to use her kids and bring her kids in to try to get money off of her name because she was missing. And I put a stop to all of that. Ain't nobody finna use my mother's name. No one is finna use her name for nothing. I had to contact the authorities. The FBI had to get involved. Them people don't even, they held fundraisers and they don't even know where the money at. They don't even know where it went. Like, are you serious? I don't mess with the Greens. I never messed with that side of the family in almost 20 years because they always been roguish. I don't mess with that. I rock with my dad's side of the family. I don't mess with them.
I hear you.
That's serious.
I hear you. I hear you.
They outcast my mother.
My heart certainly goes out to you, and I know that it's your desire to have closure, and that can be a great stressor when you don't have the closure that you desire, especially your mom being missing for 5 years now.
Yeah, it'll be 5 years in September.
Yeah. So it can be quite the stressor for you. And so what I would say for you as you're pushing and moving forward now, are you the only one that's doing it every now and then? Has everyone else just stopped, and have they just resolved that your mother is dead?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, doctor, and this just the honest God truth. Okay, I have 6 brothers, 3 younger, 3 older. They always, they push it on to me. They deal with it the way they deal with it, but they never was. They not the type that they're finna, keep in contact with the detectives and stuff like that. That's my job. It should be me and my sister's job. You know what I mean? Because you know how men are. Men deal with stuff differently, and I get that. My brothers they love their mama to freaking death. So they deal with it differently. Family, the other family, her side of the family, the Greens. See, I'm an Anderson. I got my mom's last name. Well, I took that name back because I'm a divorcee actually. So I took the Green name back. But what I'm saying is that I don't have a problem. This is just me. My mama taught me everything I damn know. My mom was the best. She is the best. And she taught me everything I know. She taught all of us everything we know. She was our rock, and my dad. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't mind, once a year or every 6 months, like I was doing, or once a year, holding her vigils and continue to put up flyers and continue to ask and look for answers, because we do need closure. We do need closure, and it would never be solved until we do have some type of closure, whether it's the recovery of her body or freaking her. She could be held somewhere. I got her family. The Greens is, Maxine dead. No, I had to stop them people from saying, don't be putting that on social media, talking about some rest in peace, and she's dead. We don't know if she's dead or not, damn it. It's been people, excuse my language, but I'm from the South, and I'm going to call it how in the hell it is. It's been people that's been held captive for 20-some damn years, and they've been found safe.
That's true.
So don't say that my mother is dead. If we don't know, we don't know. We don't know for sure. You know what I mean? So I had to freaking fight and fall out with that side of the family because they so freaking ignorant. They ignorant. Right. So that's all I'm saying. I would never give up hope on my mother. I would never give up hope. I'm going to always keep my faith. But you know what? It's not going to stop me from living. It stopped me. It did stop me for a few years. It did. I fell off. I lost a lot. I dropped out. I did a lot. But I still got it. My son, he finna be 18. He finna graduate this year. So, and I have adult kids. So my life is continuing. I'm allowing myself to grow. I'm not finna stop growing. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? I done been to school. I study human services. I study social work. So I took many freaking psychology classes. I've been in therapy damn near all my life. So I'm not no fool. and I understand the dynamic of growing, and I'm not going to allow myself to stop growing. But at the same time, I almost did. That's how deep the situation is. You know, you understand what I'm saying? That I almost did. I almost lost it. Like, I was so caught up. Like, what the fuck? We doing background checkers. We doing all kind of stuff. Me and the private investigator. We just doing so much where that was like, it turned into my life literally for like 2 years. So what I'm saying is that I just want people to just know, like, we you know, Maxine Green is missing. She's still missing. It'll be 5 years come September 6th through the 8th.
Okay.
One of them days she went missing. One of them days, that weekend, it was that weekend, September 6th through the 8th. And for it to be known that nowadays, in this day and age, when one of us, you know, don't give up on me. I'm not finna give up on my mama. And we shouldn't give up on each other, because ain't nobody finna look for us but us.
That's right.
And
that's true. That's real talk.
And I'm dead serious.
Right.
I'm dead serious. That's my goal. Because nobody care about us like we do. And that's my I don't mean to be talking, because I'm talk. I'm a Virgo. I like to talk.
I'm glad you shared your story again. I want to thank Mike for having you come on and share the story. So now you're not the only one just doing it by yourself every year, every 6 months. You know, now we can participate again. Something that social media is absolutely good for. That we're able to share these type of stories and get things out that that otherwise people would just, you know, not give a thought to. Right. And like you stated, we have to care about us, because we're all we got. You know. So I'm certainly glad that you shared this again, and will continue to do so.
Thank you so much. And you guys, everyone, all of you, you could follow her, follow her, the Facebook page for updates and, you know, stuff like that, visuals and just information, period, leads or whatever, and help find Maxine Green at facebook.com, facebook.com/help find Maxine Green, or facebook.com/missing Maxine Green. She has 2 Facebook pages.
All right,
okay.
I'm
find Max.
I'm on the missing Maxine Green. I've been showing that throughout out to speak. So
my little cousin, she running that, and I'm running to help find Maxine Green. Both of them is Facebook. Help find Maxine Green and missing Maxine Green, and those keep up with updates. You know, we don't put. She don't have billboards put up throughout the city. We don't put up flyers. We don't did our rewards. We don't did so much. And so many searches and so many, you know, questions. But the thing is, my thing is, okay, she's missing, but it's like, it's up to us. It's up to the family, because the police department and whatever, they don't care. Like that lady that was just on your platform, Mike, they don't care. They don't care. Her daughter is Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Hispanic descent. They don't care. They're going to say she's a runaway. How you going to run away at 22? You don't run away at 22. Something happened to that lady, to that young girl. I hate to say it. I mean, we don't know, but something happened, you know, but she's missing until her family, you know, find the facts. But they're not finna go hard, and they're not finna search. They're not finna do none of that if it's not their own people. And that's all I'm saying. And it's sad. It's just sad. It's sad.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Yaya, is there anything more you want to say? And then we're gonna let her close out.
Well, I wanted to say that I can hear in your voice that it's still very, very fresh for you, and I can certainly understand that. I mean, this is your mother. But what I want to speak directly to your heart and to your mind, and that is, because you still have to live life, and you still have to go through what you go through, to give yourself some time to every now and then, because I feel like sometimes you feel like there's some guilt, like you're not doing enough. But I want you to just understand that it's okay. Every now and then, Ms. Green, I just want you to sit down and just tell yourself, you know what, girl, it's okay.
You know what, doctor?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Let her finish. Let her finish. La. Let her get it all out. La.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yaya.
Just take some time out and just sit down and say it's just okay, because I could hear in your voice when you were crying that this is a buildup. This is a buildup. This is not just because you're telling your story, but this is a buildup. Right. So I just want to speak to your heart and mind and just to sit down and say, you know what, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
It's all right.
Right.
Okay.
Just say one thing. I just want to say one thing before we close. I appreciate that. Lord knows I do. And that's what I'm saying. It's been like over these last few years, I literally had to fall back. I literally had to brace myself. I had to catch my breath. You know what I mean? I had to come back to reality, because in reality, it is okay. It's not okay on that end, but it is okay, because right. I still have to allow myself to grow. And if I'm not sane, and if I'm not at peace, I cannot be good for her. You know what I mean? I can't continue to, be on my P's and Q's and be aware and look out and stuff like that. We got pictures and stuff, it's stuff that we have that we still looking for and looking out for, and this dude or, that guy or whatever. So I totally get what you said. Lord knows I do. But it was a moment where I did kind of, I did fall off for a minute, but right. I did have to fall back. And I appreciate that, because that's the truth. I have to brace myself, because I don't know how long we're going to be in this. I don't know.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate it.
May I interject? May I interject? Somebody on my Facebook Live, the name is Risa. He said she got information to an associate who runs a nationwide missing persons website. And there's also another guy who does worldwide alert. So would you be interested in that as well?
Well, actually, my mother is in almost all the databases right now.
Okay.
She's in the Black and Missing. She's in missing persons. She's in a lot of different databases right now. Maybe I mean, if this is a different database, then of course. But 9 times out of 10,
I'm sorry.
They're probably already in that database.
I'm sorry for interjecting right here, but I have to go. Mike, thank you so much again. Peace to the loyalty gang. Love you guys.
Love you too, baby.
I appreciate the moments and the time that I get to spend with this part of the family.
Yes.
It's greatly appreciated. I love you guys. I look forward to you coming on the channel. I look forward to coming back on this channel, because we got some more questions.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. We got part 2 going, right? So again, much love, Mike. Much love to the chat. You stay focused and embrace yourself, and a lot of self-love to you. I love you all. Remember, you are loved, you are valued, and you are appreciated.
Yeah.
Thank you
so much. Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. See, she don't be playing when she gone. Her ass hit that see you later button. Her ass dropped right out of that poof. Like, she ain't waiting. Her ass is out. But thank you for your time, because she's a real busy lady, and she, you know what I mean. So for her to take out her time and not even charging me, I appreciate her time.
Yeah, I still appreciate it. I appreciate it. Anything helps. I know it took us a minute, you know what I mean, to do what we was gonna do or whatever. But anything to me, anything.
I thought your ass been ducking me. I'm like, hey, you want to talk now? Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
but I know you gotta get yourself together to do that. So I definitely understand.
I wasn't really together, but because of the story you did share tonight, it touched the core with me, and so that put me like, okay. But you know, a person is never really ever. I go in front of the media, the news, they put the camera. I'm never really together when you're talking about something like this, because you're gonna end up breaking down. You're gonna get emotional and stuff like that. And
Absolutely.
I don't like attention. I don't want to be in front of the cameras. So you know what I mean. But I have to, because my brother's not going to do it. I got to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm never really together, but I felt more comfortable because you did share that story tonight, and I appreciate you. And that's why I put in your chat. I really appreciate you for even putting them other people on for they missing people, because
Right.
that's what a lot of people, we need to help each other in these type of in situations, because ain't nobody else going to do it for us. Ain't nobody going to do it for us. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Ain't no one finna do it for us but us. You know,
And
so I really appreciate it. And I
no
thank you.
problem. And not to go back to Mr. Al Green, Mr. Love and Happiness ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really disappointed.
You
I'm
know, he
really
got a new
disappointed
record
in
out, right?
the guy. He got a new record out, but he ain't got a new flyer saying, "Hey, did you see my sister?"
Exactly.
That's some real bird shit. So even though I love How to Amend a Broken Heart, Love and
Mm-hmm.
Happiness, and all that, and a lot of his songs, but
Mm-hmm.
I damn sure don't got respect for Al Green right about
None
now.
of us do. None of us do. And that's my uncle. Like that he used to be my favorite uncle. Like whenever I needed something, okay. He was always
Shit,
my
he would have been
favorite
my favorite uncle too. Can I hold $500? Not $500.
uncle.
Okay.
No, he cool. He cool, but since this situation, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't really talked to him like that since this. I ain't really talked to none of the Greens lately, to be honest. So it's been a few years.
Mm.
You know, I don't know. I'm my trust issues run deep, man. I don't. And then my mom already, you know, well, since we was kids, she let us know how they are, how they operate, how they tried to outcast, you know, her because they was jealous because him and her was cool and the closest, and it was just a bunch of bull crap. So, you know, and then I don't rock with them like that. You know, I don't. But yeah, that's Aunt. That's Aunt. And
Yeah, well,
that's his sister. Bless.
yeah. I couldn't, man. Man, if that was like my sisters or close family to me, man, I couldn't just sit here and act like they are not missing. I couldn't just sit there and act like my sibling, my flesh and fucking blood, is out there missing. I can't just overlook that. So that's why I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again while we live. You already know where I'm gonna go with this far this sacrificial shit. I don't know the way it looks like. Maybe he has nothing to do with it. But when some people sacrifice their motherfucking family, they are never there at the time of the crime. It's always something that's different that happened. You know what I mean? That he probably let happen, that he gave the okay, well, okay, this happened. But I don't want to think that way, but possibly. But if she was hanging out with a friend and they kept seeing her with her friend, and the next thing you know, she was the last person with that friend, and the hood is acting up, they don't want to say shit, they ripping down flyers and shit. Huh? Somebody blocked. Did somebody block Dr. Yaya in the chat, son? I know y'all didn't do that. Because she just told me. She just says, I'm gonna tell her to try. Hold on, hold up. Miss B. Hold on. Who did anybody block her? Miss B, I know you didn't block her, family. Because I heard you say, was that the real Dr. Yaya? So, oh, Alice, you put her on timeout. It must have been by mistake. So, Dr. Yaya, if you're listening, somebody put you in timeout by mistake, because sometimes it'll happen. Because when you try to delete somebody's message, whatever, the words will scroll up and you wind up somebody else getting it. So that was definitely by mistake. So you got 300 seconds to come back and type. I don't think you unblocked. All right. So pardon me for that, Dr. Yaya. But Yeah. I know it was an accident. Yes, I can see it definitely was an accident. All right. And sorry, Miss B. All right, I don't want no trouble. God damn it. Yeah, you. But anyway, yeah. So I just still feel like in that neighborhood as well, they know something, and we all know the hood, man. Talking, so it's real hard to a tough pill to swallow, man, when nobody don't want to help and there's no help. So I could just imagine how you feel, because I know I'll probably lose my mind if my mom's is missing. I can't, you know what I mean? Regardless of the ups and downs me and her may have, I love my mom to death. I know I will fucking lose my marbles. Like, I know I would just fucking lose it. So I can imagine how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to hang in there. Okay, big head? Can you hear me? Or you can't? You need to fix your phone. But yeah, she must be doing something right now. But everybody, I want y'all to please hit that like button. I'm about to get up out of here in a few minutes. Let's just wait till she come back and see what the blood clot going. But shout out to Kareem on his beat, son. Let's just lay back for a little bit and then wait for her to come back on. La Green. I see you in there, though. All right, we're going to let this rock out for a little bit, and then I'm getting the fuck out of here, okay? And I might be back on later on tonight. But this was a good one tonight, family. Oh, yeah, her phone died, so I'll wait till she come back. For a minute. Wait till she come back. Yo, this beat is crazy. This shit making me go on a rhyme right now. Hey, listen. Nah, fuck out of here. This shit is nice. Wow. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, baby. All right. Nice. What's good, Big Boppo? What's up? What's up, everybody in the room? Mac Bill. Nah, I ain't got nothing to spit right now, man. Back? Okay. Hey.
Wait a minute. My phone went dead. I had to put on charger. I apologize.
That's cool.
I was trying to tell you in the chat. I didn't know if you wanted me to come back on. I was trying to tell you in the chat. You be saying your stuff late.
Yeah, it's always a delay. It's always a delay.
Oh.
But nah, of course. I mean, you know, if you want to finish saying whatever you want to say, it's fine with me.
I mean, I said everything I really want to say. Just, I mean, it
Okay.
is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, when it's dealing with one of your parents, like, I lost my dad when I was 17. Man, my dad was the closest. He taught me everything I damn knew, him and my mama. You know, it's a lot of black families out here a lot of us can't say that, but I'm fortunate enough to at least know that my mom and dad did teach us everything. They taught us everything. They were together for 30-some years, man. My dad loved my mother. My dad got freaking killed and murdered over in Dowagiac, Michigan when I was 17 years old, Easter Sunday. You know? Wow. And my mother took it hard. She took it real hard, and that's when she kind of, mental-wise, she kind of...
I was just about to ask that. Yeah. Maybe that kind of, you know, pushed her over the edge probably a little bit.
It did. It did. Everyone know it did. It really did. Because she loved him. She loved him. They loved each other. Damn it. And that was, you know. And he raised my 3 older brothers. My 3 older brothers is not his, but he raised them since they was little. So you know what I'm saying. The family dynamic of where we come from. It was all real. Like my dad, he did security for Al Green when he was younger. He traveled with them. They did all of that. You know, we seen all that growing up. But what I'm trying to say is that regardless of any of that, since my mom was diagnosed of being paranoid schizophrenia since I was at the age of 11 years old, I always feared something might happen to her because of how, she would act sometimes when she would, hang out and, party and stuff like that. They lived that life like that was like the life, when the pills and all that shit was popping when back in them days and we was younger, you know what I mean? I'm 41. I don't know how old the panel is, but
I'm 37 now. I'm getting up there. I'm 37 now.
see, and I'm 41.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Yeah, me too. But I still feel young as hell, and I got a lot of damn wind. Damn it!
Hell yeah, I can run. Goddamn it! Once I lose 10 more pounds, I'll be all right.
My oldest daughter will be 26 in April, and I could walk more blocks than she can. So what the hell?
Anyway, I hear that shit. Tell her to put that damn whole chicken down. Put the pig feet, hog mug, and them damn greens. Right?
We don't eat no damn pig feet and hog mugs. I don't even buy pork chop. I probably buy a pork chop once a year. Wait a minute. Yeah. Let me just finish real quick, just to the panel, for real. Just for real.
Yeah, now.
No, seriously. No, seriously, because I know I done jumped on here. I'm a talkaholic. But I
see that. Just joking.
I appreciate you for allowing me to share this with you guys and with the the Dr. Yaya, whatever. And I really want you guys to subscribe to her pages, 2 pages on Facebook, Missing Maxine Green and Help Find Maxine Green. And damn it, if y'all close enough, you could come once a year to her visuals or whatever. We'll have wine, we have cake, we have balloons. We could write. I always have markers and stuff to write anything to her. And we put at the end of the visuals, we put it up and let the balloons go in the sky and stuff like that. And we always have the visuals down at a specific location by the water where, a few people, it's a prophet and it's a psychic that both saying the same things. Prophets get their words from supposedly God, and the psychics get their words from the worldly side, but they both saying the same thing, that what had happened to her. So we have her visuals downtown. You know what I mean? So it in the news always there and stuff like that. So I because it's getting old, as time is going past, and because it turned cold, instead of 6 months, I do it once a year now. But I still go down there for her birthday. Her birthday is June 8th. Me and the family and stuff go down there on her birthday and stuff like that. But I'm saying is that it's a very hard situation, but I'm learning to adapt, and I'm learning to brace myself, and I'm learning to allow myself to breathe. Because we don't know when, anything. I never always had, worry that something might happen, because she was so friendly. You know what I mean? So friendly. Like me, I you couldn't pay me to be that. I'm scared of everybody. You can't even come to my damn house. I don't let nobody. My brother, everybody be looking at me like I'm crazy. If I have a get together, the men, you know what, the men got to use the bathroom. The men got to use the bath. They got to pee outside behind my garage. I don't let everyone inside my home. That's how paranoid and picky I am. That's just me.
What, they gonna take a toilet seat?
Hey, I got 2 bathrooms, but I don't let everyone in my washroom. Now the females can come in and piss, but the men gotta go to the back of the garage.
I hear that shit.
I don't, because I'm just saying, some people.
You're a woman chauvinist, man. You're a female chauvinist, son. Come on now.
I'm not no female chauvinist. I don't male bash.
Nah, I know. I'm just fucking with you. I don't let me ask this though. Let me ask you this though. I seen this in the comments before. But I think I remember you saying that she always get like money once a month or some shit, because there was a question saying, was she respectfully, family? Did she ever, basically use what she got to get what she want?
Well, here's the thing. No,
Respectfully
no,
asking that.
wait, Mike. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna keep it funky. That's just how I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Here's
They
the
keep it
thing.
funky.
Here's the thing. Myself and my three younger brothers, we got taken away from our mom and dad. I was 11 years old, and my younger brothers was younger than me. My older brothers was older, so they was finishing high school, graduating, stuff like that. So they was out on their own practically. But once my mom and dad, went through. He moved back, southern part of Michigan, whatever. Excuse me, and she stayed up here, whatever. It's a lot of times. It was sometimes where when I was in like foster homes and stuff like that, coming up from 11 years old. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. My mom, yeah. She was, yeah. And see, here's the thing though. That's how she got familiar, and that's how the GRPD got familiar with Maxine Green.
Right.
Was in and out, this and that, in and out, always coming in contact with them, but nothing really serious. She ain't had no felonies or nothing, but she was always in contact with them. Like she had a schedule. Like my mom would wake up, make sure everything clean. She had bath, stuff like that. And then she'd, just hit the streets, go walk, and she'd take her a walk, go downtown, have lunch. You know how they have lunch downtown with all the people that, the people that hang down. In every city, you got a downtown where the people hang out downtown. That was Maxine. Her little last, because she was older, that was her thing. She had a schedule. And that's what I tell the detectives. She had a schedule. Her schedule was always her schedule. Of course. Of course. I mean, if you live in that
So right. I trust me, I already know that lifestyle. We all know those type of situations and circumstances. So those people would have to be talked to. All them little stink niggas downtown, all the motherfuckers, they need to be brought up.
Think we don't been downtown.
I know. I'm pretty sure you did that shit.
Listen. Let me just say one thing. I don't mean to cut you off. Lord knows I don't, because I know this.
I cut people off all the time. I'm fine. Go ahead.
I know, but I know this your platform. But let me just say one thing. The story is really long. I'm really just cutting through the chase because we online or whatever. But the story is long. Like when she had just moved to a certain side of town. And she was on that side of town for no more than 6 months. And she always tell everybody, I don't like this side of town, this and that. But that's where she moved to. She was the type of woman where she got kids and stuff like that. But she didn't like to worry us because she knew her situation. She knew what type of person she was. Don't get me wrong. We always try to take care of her, but she wasn't the type of woman that like to be a burden. She didn't want to be a burden, so she always tried to hold her own. She ended up moving to a certain side of town in the city of Grand Rapids that she actually I never even liked that side of town. It's a racial side of town. It's a lot of it's a lot of skinheads on that side of town. It's for real. Like for real. It's the northwest side of town of Grand Rapids. Everyone know that's the most racist side of town ever. And she ended up moving on that side of town, and she did not like that side of town.
Did she tell you? Did she mention anything about racist encounters and threats or anything like that?
She told everyone that she did not like it over there.
Why?
Because it's not a good side of town. It's a lot of prostitution. It's a lot of freaking just bars. It's a lot of skinheads. It's just a don't get me wrong, it's blacks over there too, but a different type of blacks. You understand what I'm saying? Like it just the northwest side of town here in Grand Rapids, Michigan is not what's up. Like even when I go over there to this day, I try to avoid that side of town because I know that's where my mom came up missing that. But that's the type of side of town that she moved to, and she always voiced to everyone that she didn't like that side of town. So when she went missing, when she went missing, we didn't see her. Like I was in school there. I was in school. And when I'm traveling, and I always have to travel through downtown to get to school. And when I noticed that I'm not seeing her on her day, because I always pull over, I buy lunch, stuff like that. When I didn't see her for them few weeks, that posed a red flag in me. And then my family, like her nieces, cousins, stuff like that, my cousins, they live close to downtown. So whoever lived close to downtown, she would pop up at their house. But for them 2 weeks, then none of us seen her. We never. Saying is that something happened to her. She was hanging out with somebody. She wasn't picking up her checks. She wasn't picking up her money. She was hanging out. One of our close friends to the family saw her Friday, September 6th, 2013, at the party store on Leonard Street here in Grand Rapids on the northwest side of town. They saw her. They gave her a hug. That's like, oh, you lost your, and my mom knew the girl from our old neighborhood, so they had an encounter. This is in the reports also, because I made sure that she was a witness to last seeing my mother. You understand what I'm saying? That's the last time that we know for sure one of us, someone that's close to us, saw her. And that's the last time, because when the family found out that she became missing, when we started our foot searches and asking questions on that side of town, and we went downtown, everything downtown was 3 months back. So she wasn't really hanging downtown. She was seen everywhere on the northwest side of town. You understand what I'm saying? It's so many different places. At the Duller's Family Pantry, the T-Mobile store, the freaking, it's just so many places. The gas station, B&B party shop. She was seen everywhere on that side of town for them last 3 weeks, but that's where she was living at, on that side of town. She was hanging out with somebody. They kept saying she was hanging out with some dude named John from Detroit. Short, stocky dude. And the description kept coming up. The same description. I was getting the same description for them 3 weeks, for that time frame. I was getting the same description from everybody.
Black guy?
Huh?
Black guy?
Black guy. Short, stocky. But let me tell you. When I start getting anonymous phone calls in Texas, and somebody sent me a picture, it was a white man. Somebody sent me a picture of a white man. I was starting to be stalked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scary.
Until my brother, one of my brothers had to call the man number and told him, look, nigga, you better stop calling my sister's phone. And that man ain't called my phone since. That man was stalking me, and he was talking about he finna come over for Thanksgiving and can I come see you, babe, and honey, and all this and that. And, just talking crazy. Oh, I just got talking about some work killing me. Like,
wow.
I need a back rub, hon. Work is killing me. He was saying all kind of crazy stuff. And then I get a picture. It was a picture. Somebody sent a picture of a white man to my phone. So it's more than one person that knows something about what happened to my mom. Because all the flyers that went up on that side of town, all the flyers, it's parks, parks where people, they hang out at, party stores, just all kind of stuff on that side of town. There's mysteriously getting snatched down. Somebody was taking them down.
Somebody knows something. These motherfuckers know something.
Yeah. And people were saying, they was like, we ain't seen Maxine. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks. Everybody kept saying in that 2 or 3 weeks, Mike, the 2 or 3 weeks kept taking me back to September 6th through the 8th. The last time, the friend of the family said she's seen her at the B&B party shops on Leonard Northwest. That was September 6th. That was Friday, September 6th. My mom was at the party store. But when we did the foot searches in this whole area, the northwest side is huge in Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is the second largest city in Michigan. The northwest side is huge. So everyone kept saying, oh, we ain't seen Maxine about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks ago. And that 2 to 3 weeks ago on the calendar took me back to September 6th through the 8th, 2013. that something happened. Something happened to her that weekend. That weekend, something happened to her. She didn't where she was living at. They reported her missing August 21st. She didn't never go back there. She was hanging out with somebody. She was living with somebody, partying with somebody on that side of town. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because she didn't go back home. I had to pick up all my mom belongings. Everything. She left her purse. She left everything. Her ID, Social Security, everything. I picked up everything after we realized she wasn't coming back to get her stuff. So somebody had to pick it up or they're finna trash the shit.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that she never went back to that place, and they had to file the missing report. They had to file the missing report. And they filed it August 27th. And they waited, really it was the 17th. They waited, a few days. And then they had to file it because they had to follow procedure. But what I'm saying is that she didn't come to the southeast side where she would normally be at. Everybody knew her on the southeast side of town in Grand Rapids. Everybody know Maxine. Maxine is well known. Ain't nobody finna harm or do nothing to Maxine over here. But the minute she moved over there, 6 months later, my mom come up missing.
And then look, if you want to think crazy, the numerology, number 6, those are cult numbers. 6, September 6th. I don't know this, and then that's
September 6th through the 8th.
That's a 9. September's a 9. That's the number of completion. 6, and that's a 9 upside down.
I love the month of September. I love it because I used to love it. I take that back. I used to love it. My birthday in September, my son's birthday in September, my daughter's birthday in September. I used to love it, but when so much stupid stuff that happened, my mom went missing in September. 9/11 happened in September. Just so much dumb stuff that happened in September where it makes me not even freaking love September anymore. I used to love September. Is the most beautiful month out the whole fucking year. But not no more. Not no more.
I'm about to be ignorant and say about December is. I'm stupid, but I definitely get what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying it used to be. It used to be to me. It used to be the dopest month. Like it ain't too hot, too cold. I'm in Michigan right now. September is like cool. But since my mom went missing, all this other stuff, September 11, just a lot of crazy stuff. So the Kanika Jenkins stuff, just stupid stuff be happening in September. Like, why September? The fuck?
There's a lot of sacrificial months, like things that take place in certain.
September is the 9th month.
Yeah. So it's really a lot of things. A lot of things be happening, man. So only thing, in closing, man, like, I know this is not about Al Green. This is about your mother, and rightfully so. And yes, it is. But I'm just saying that extra push, man, that's really needed. That extra push from his side. Like, I just can't see all this money. A multi-millionaire. Like, it don't even cost that much just to put something out. Like, what? We'll pay a little 10,000 or something, or 5,000 or 1,000. That shit is.
You know how much this money this man got?
I don't know, but shit.
He still got his mansion. He still got everything. This man, my uncle got money, and he promised to send some money. He talked to my private investigator, everything, to his sister, my auntie Margaret, my mom, him, my mom's sister, said he was going to send $10,000, put up the reward, put into the account or whatever. Ain't nobody heard from him since. You understand what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm the type of woman, like, I never asked them, the Greens, for anything. They say, okay, we're going to, look, see, I got, like the Greens, it's a lot of gospel. I got a lot, like, I got some cousins, they own churches, stuff like that. So they like, okay, well, we're going to do a gospel concert and we're going to bring some famous gospel people and all this, we're going to do this. Y'all come on, we're going to hold some food. We're going to have some dinners and they trying to get, me and my brothers to come, to try to, okay. So where the money? Y'all gonna put the money into the account? What y'all gonna do with the money? You understand what I'm saying? So it was all like just fraudish. Like what is y'all really doing? Trying to use me and my brothers and my mom name, and I had to put a stop to that, Mike. Like for real. Like, dude, don't even send me no money. I don't even need the money. You can put the money into the silent observer account. Just so long as I could put it on the flyer, that's my main goal.
Right.
I don't want the money. But they couldn't even do that. And that's why I had to put a stop to the bull crap, because they that's just how they are. That's how they are. My auntie Desi, my mom and my Al Green sister, and my auntie Desi she ain't went missing, but she passed away for natural causes 2 years before my mom went missing. And they freaking jerked her ass all the way around. They just dirty as hell. I don't mess with them Greens. I don't mess with them. And my last name Green, that's because my mama, but she gave all her kids Greens. All of us, all 8 of us, damn it. But no, I'm not really a Green, not in the flesh. No, not in heart. No, I'm not. Because right. I'm not no roguish ass person where, that's what they money hungry. That's all they, they tried to hold false fundraisers and use my mother's name. But you ain't doing no searches, footwork. You ain't doing nothing, but y'all want to hold. Oh, we finna put together this. No, look, we finna put together this huge gospel concert and bring these people from Memphis and all these gospel famous people to Grand Rapids and think y'all finna make all this, and they charging $50 a ticket.
Wow, son.
Church, don't you know we had to call the church. We had to talk to the pastor at the church. It was just so much. The police turned it over to the FBI because it was funds. Funds is federal. So the grounds police department couldn't even do nothing with it. They had to turn it over to the FBI. The FBI get involved. These people, my freaking cousin, uncles and cousins, they don't even know. They couldn't even tell where the damn money went to. The money, they said the money never even went to my mom's account.
These motherfuckers ain't shit.
And we ain't talking about 3 years. They said, oh, when I see Lasha, I'm going to smack the shit out. Really?
Crazy.
They going to smack.
I don't know.
But I seen them at school functions and I ain't get smacked. They really? It's crazy, but I mean that's all they rather. But you know what I mean? That comes with the territory. That's when when families get put in situations like this, the snakes they're gonna show. That's just how it is. It's gonna show.
All right, here's a question. Here's one question. What I'm gonna do, I'll take a couple. I'm gonna take like 4 questions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna end this. So we got one question from, I think that was Janae. Hold on. Yeah. She said, ask you what did any psychic or prophet said?
Okay.
Have you ever seen a psychic and all that stuff?
Yeah. No, I didn't, but I have a few cousins. I met with a prophet. I had a meeting. I had a couple of meetings with the prophet at my church.
Okay.
He's a prophet. He's a damn good prophet. He's from New York City. He's a very good prophet. But my cousins, hey, dude, y'all win? Thank you, Jesus. How much you score? Oh, sure. Wait a minute, I'm on the phone. Okay. Okay, here it is. And look, this is gonna blow y'all mind. Wash your hands. 15. Okay, wash your hands so you can eat. My son just got in, guys. Okay, here it is. No, seriously. Are you listening? You guys listening? Here it is.
Yeah, girl, talk.
No, listen. No, seriously. Listen. Before I had the meeting with the prophet, my cousin, I got a couple cousins on my mom's side of the family. They hired a psychic, a well-known psychic or whatever. I don't know. I didn't meet with her. But what the psychic said was that on a particular night, something that she saw my mom getting into it with somebody, a few people, or whatever. And it got kind of out of hand. And whatever. I don't really want to go into detail because my son just walked through the door. But listen, just hear me out.
You hearing two voices over there? Oh shit! I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl, because I ain't say nothing. Talk now.
It got to the point where something happened where they took her and put her in a river downtown. Okay, I'm not gonna leave the other stuff out. But this what the psychic, the psychic get their vibes from the worldly spirits.
Right.
Worldly. Okay. This was in a few months later. I had a meeting, a private meeting. I had a few private meetings with the prophet from my church, Prophet Christopher Bruce. He's well known. He's one of the best prophets ever in the United States. He's from New York City. He's here in Grand Rapids right now. He's always on the money, damn it, always. I had a meeting with him. He don't know these people. He ain't never talked to my cousin. He ain't never talked to no psychic or nothing. This man sat down and looked me in my face, and I had somebody else with, one of my best friends was with me as a witness. This man told me that God is showing him that my mom is in 2 feet of water by red bricks. The red bricks that he's saying, the Pacific Bridge where the water sit at, it's called the 6th Street Bridge, downtown Grand Rapids. That bridge is bricked. It's a brick bridge. Like you walk or drive over, it's brick. And it's red. And that's what the prophet said that Christ was showing him, that my mom is in 2 feet of water and she's stuck, like something stuck. And somebody put her in 2 feet of water. He practically told me the same exact thing that the damn psychic told my cousin them. And he didn't know nothing. I didn't tell him anything about what they told him. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I brought that to detectives, don't you know what they said? They can't go off of psychic and prophets. They can't drag the river. They gotta have something more concrete.
If anything, I would have went first. I would have called police as I was going to the place and look. You know what I mean?
Me and my brother. Listen. After, listen. Let me just say one thing.
Go ahead now.
We was down there trying to look. We couldn't jump in because it's a current. It's a real fast current in the Grand River. We couldn't jump in, but damn it, we was looking. And as we was looking, and my brothers and them looking, I was on the phone with one of the detectives. You know what she told me? Unfortunately, Lasha, that's my real name. Unfortunately, your mom fell through the cracks, and we can't drag the river because we need something more concrete. We can't go off a psychic or prophet, But I'm letting this lady know that this source is coming from 2 different sources. Like, how two different sources gonna connect so coincidentally like that? Like,
I definitely understand, family.
I was on the phone with these people while we downtown.
Right. Let me get 2 more questions. I think that was somebody asked. And Nicole, no, I really did not see her questions. Like, if I see me, sometimes I have another screen up, so sometimes I do not see your questions. So if y'all think I'm ignoring you, please think again. Lastly, please think again. Sometimes I'm on a different screen. Thank your ass very much. All right. So there was another question that was up there. Hold on. Goddamn. If you want to ask a question, please press 1 and have the question beside the number 1. Press 1 and have the question beside the number 1, please. Damn, I'm trying to find that. Ask her if Minnie said, ask her if we can report her mother pick again. Like, report it? What you mean, huh? Like, report it, like what? Like, report it? I don't get it. Do you get it?
I don't get it.
Me neither. I'm sorry. Like, report it how? Like, get her picture and just put it out there, or share the picture? Because reporting the picture sounds.
I mean, we could share.
I don't get that.
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
share.
share it, but report it. Don't sound. Respectfully, love. I just did not get that one. Who filed the report? Report.
It's called the Shepherds of Independence. They filed the first initial report August 17th, 2013. The Shepherds
Yeah,
of
who filed?
Independence. It's called the Shepherds of Independence. That's where my mom was residing at. The Shepherds of Independence. It's a kind of like a she was like that's just her life. That's the thing she liked it to do. It's called the Shepherds of Independence. When they realized she didn't come back within 5 days, they had to follow the book, and so they had to file a missing report. It's called the Shepherds of Independence.
Okay.
They filed the initial report August 17th, 2013. The family did not know that she was missing until the third week of September 2013. That's when the family knew. And we knew from an outside source. We didn't know from the police department. We didn't know from media sources. We knew from a close source. Her recovery coach, my mother, recovery coach, told my brother, one of my brothers, because he ran into her. The family didn't know. We didn't know. Because she had family. Like, if the police, like, that's what I'm saying. I have a lawsuit. Matter of fact, I don't have a lawsuit because I didn't file a lawsuit. But if I want to file a lawsuit with the GRPD, I can.
I don't know why you acting all. Girl, listen, man. You better file that fucking report now. What is wrong with you?
No,
why you not going to fill out the report? I mean, have a lawsuit. I mean, what's wrong with you?
And nothing. I'm bracing myself. I have time. I'm just saying.
Okay.
They did not follow They didn't follow the correct procedures to the case.
All right, but I'm saying, love, don't wait too long to be like, you know what? I think now I should file a suit. No, call you a fucking lawyer, the one that they get paid when you win the case. Those type of motherfuckers.
I have a lawyer.
All right, so why are you playing games? I'm acting like I'm the fan.
I'm not. I'm just. I don't know.
All right. Shit. But I don't know what to tell you. I got two more questions, and from Sarah J. She said, "What did What did the housing center say? They know more? Do they know more? The housing center or whatever she."
Actually, here's the thing. When
me shot, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. When they filed it, okay, we was 3 weeks behind. So as us being 3 weeks behind, me being me, my first reaction was to look into that situation because it was different individuals, residing there as well, and some of them, as far as guys or whatnot, they kind of moved out during that time. Some people calling my mom freaking coach and where she pick up her money. You know how you get this information. So it was a lot of stuff going on. So the initial focus was on her place of residence. We searched that place.
Right.
We searched the whole area, vicinity, the family. All of us met up. We searched the whole. It's like woods behind the whole place. Everything. Like if you go on Google Earth and go to freaking it's off of West Leonard. Freaking I have to go to it. We did all that. We searched. My initial reaction was to target this place first because it was like it's kind of strange. It was a weird feeling, But I mean, I don't know. But me, I'm going off of the street. What the streets is, the streets gonna talk, and the streets start talking. And so when we start the foot searches, the streets kept talking. She was like, oh, we seen Maxine with, from Detroit. I kept getting the same description, same description, same description, same description, same description. A few leads came into the Grimes Police Department, over the last 2 or 3 years or whatever. Oh, and then, they sleep. The Grimes Police Department is actually sleeping on a few leads. It was a lady called in. Let me just tell you guys this real quick. A lady called in. She got admitted to a mental hospital. A white lady. She got admitted to a mental hospital, and she called in after 2 years after Maxine went missing. Now listen clearly. 2 years, guys, after Maxine went missing. She called into a mental hospital. She called in from a mental hospital, asking to speak to the detectives that's over Maxine Green case. She get on the phone with the detectives and she tell them, look, I know, my old man, my boyfriend, whatever, y'all need to look at him because, this and that, Maxine, she's trying to put him and her together. You know what the detective said?
What?
Because they looked at her, they looked up her record and all this and that. They said from the time frame from Maxine being missing, from her just now calling in, this same particular white lady was incarcerated 11 different times. So they can't take her seriously. Are you serious? You can't take her seriously? So because she's just now calling in because she's inside of a mental institution, that means 2 years later, out of all the people that's missing in Grand Rapids and in the state of Michigan, out of all the women, she say Maxine Green and her boyfriend, her black boyfriend, know what's going on with my mom. Y'all don't take her seriously? Like that don't even register to my brain. I practically cuss them people out. Because if you're realizing, if she was incarcerated 11 different times, excuse me, because I'm a little buzzed right now.
Me too.
I had a couple shots.
First, motherfucker.
Okay, but let me just say one thing. If she was incarcerated, okay, if this white lady was incarcerated 11 different times throughout this past, just listen to what I'm going to say. If she was incarcerated 11 different times over the past few years, that means she is in and out. She is on the streets. She probably, the dude probably had her on, doing all kind of stuff. We don't know. She wasn't in her right state of damn mind, so she didn't come forward. But damn it, she's in a freaking mental hospital right now. She's under some type of medication where she's thinking a little bit more clearly because she's a little bit more subdued or whatever. And she's calling y'all. She's calling y'all and she's reaching out to y'all, and y'all turn her away after a few years. Out of all the women, she trying to talk to you guys about Maxine, and they didn't follow up on that lead. If you in a mental hospital, you cannot tell me you're not a little bit more. You know what I mean? You're not a little bit more thinking clearly. That's like if you're in rehab or something. Your body is adjusting a little. Your mind and your body is adjusting a little bit clearly. So why would she call in and say what she said after 2 years, Mike?
I'm listening. Goddamn it!
No, I'm just saying. Is it like, because to me, like my brain, like, why wouldn't you take that lead seriously? Why wouldn't you investigate that lead?
Absolutely.
Because she was incarcerated over the last few years. Lord knows what this lady was going through. We don't know. But because she's settled, she's sitting down right now and she's more focused and she's thinking more clearly, and she called you guys for help because she's concerned about this missing person, and y'all turn her away. and don't even investigate that lead. That's bold, dude. That's totally not wrong. I mean, that's totally not right.
What
That's
the
all
hell?
I'm saying. That's horrible. I cussed their ass out when it came to that. Matter of fact, I don't even rock with GRPD. They know how I feel about them. That particular incident that threw me over the edge. Now, okay, a couple years back, Lasha. Okay, well, unfortunately, Maxine fell through the case.
Wait, hold on, real quick, family. I'm sorry. Judah Prince is people's in here. Janae. Judah Prince. That's matter of fact. I'm about to give you a rifle. Judah Prince is my guy. Here's your sniper rifle. Go right ahead, love. My bad. And then let me say this before you talk. When you say hold up, wait, let me just say something. And say shit. So keep talking. I don't know what you're hearing, but you know, I look. You don't have to say that because I ain't say shit. So talk. All right, Applehead, go right ahead. Okay.
Who, me?
No, the girl behind you. Yeah, you.
I was about to say.
You like cause you like, you know what? Hold on, no, just listen. I'm like, girl, I ain't say shit, so I'm listening. Okay.
I'm just picking.
Nah, that's all, girl. You good? You know what I mean? What you sipping on anyway?
Who, me?
No, the girl holding the phone right now. Oh my god.
I sip on cognac. That's all I sip on is cognac.
All right.
What?
No. Because look, I want everybody to see this.
Wash your hands and make you.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because I want the camera on me. Now, back in the day,
Here I come. I'm live right now.
I back in the days, I love Dell, but we don't fuck with each other no more. But shout out to Bamboo, Wendell from my hood. But when we say something, when people like say something crazy or whatever, we used to. People from New York, y'all remember the gills, right? When you say something crazy or you get the, they grab your neck and shit. But we used to do the, like with the grenade, it just.
I done been in New York.
It was one of the moments you get the. But, you know what I mean? But go right ahead. All right, so you said you've been to an NY before? You've been to New York before?
I done been through all them boroughs. Believe that.
What the fuck you been doing? Talking about you been all through.
I ain't been doing nothing. I was with my ex-husband. That was just what.
I'm about to say what you do for a living. Nah, just playing. But
I've been divorced for almost 10 years, guys. Me and my ex-husband was together for almost 20 years. All 4 of my babies is by him. My oldest is 26 this April. But
that's good.
He took me everywhere. We was all through New York. It's expensive as hell. But shit, we shopped like a bitch. We spent like close to 10 racks over in them boroughs, living downtown Manhattan, Trump Plaza, all that. Bought furs, got the furs. My son had his baby fats, all that shit back then.
But I tell you one thing, I don't know if you see my PayPal link in there. Okay, talking about getting furs and chinchillas and shit.
No, for real. That's just that life.
Hey, I feel you, baby.
You know, you wash your hands. All right, what you want? Nachos or tacos? You ain't get both. No, I'm just talking. I'm talking smack, but for real though, we done been all through here. He got people over there in Yonkers.
You got people's in Yonkers?
He do.
Oh, okay. I
don't know nobody over there.
I don't really know people in Yonkers. I went out there for a job interview. Me and my cousin Scooby and got jerked. Like we literally got jerked by some mafia guys. Yeah,
that's where we did most of our shopping. At it was in Yonkers and downtown in Manhattan.
Oh,
expensive as hell. Hotel room was like $200 some a night. For real.
I hear that hot shit.
I'm for real. But I love New York. That's one of my favorite places. Whenever somebody be like, "What's your favorite vacation place?" New York. I love New York.
It's New York, son. New York. New York.
Yeah,
You got the
I'm,
orc. You
yeah,
got the orc in it. Orc.
I got you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you better hurry up, man. Let me get your ass off the phone. Be like, look now, look, I need my motherfucking sandwich now. Extra
No,
pickles.
I made chicken nachos and tacos tonight. My son like, come on, mom, for real, for real.
Now do your thing though, but we definitely gonna chop it up again. And I appreciate you giving me your time.
No, I
You know what
appreciate
I'm
you
saying?
for allowing me to you know what I mean, share my story, whatever. I know it took a minute, and we, it is. I mean, it's more to the story. So trust me, I just had to cut through the chase on a lot of stuff because time is not on our side. So I
Right.
get it, but I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you and your panel. I
Thank
do,
you,
and I thank
sweetheart.
you.
Thank you, baby. So it was definitely lovely talking to you, and I will definitely keep in touch with you.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Thank you guys.
All right, baby girl.
All right, bye.
All right, peace. You know how to hang up, right?
I'm finna try.
No, just tap the screen and you're gonna see like the hang up shit is gonna be red.
Oh, okay, 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 cool.
Okay, love. All right. So that was good, man. This is a fucking a 3-in-1 family. 3-in-1. We have Renee with her missing daughter. We got Dr. Yaya with her, her expertise. And then we got Al Green's niece. See, I had her. I knew about this for over a week or some change. Now I've been trying to get her to tell his story, but thanks to Dr. Yaya and Renee Ruiz story, Omarie's that's our family. That's her aunt. So wasn't for that. See, things happen organically, man. Sometimes you just can't plan stuff. Sometimes you can't just plan stuff. Shit just happen organically. So that was good, man. So I definitely appreciate it. What I'm going to do, let me put in please, I want y'all to really pay attention to me right now. And I'm so serious. I'm very serious. I'm about to share my screen. All right. Before I go, I might come back on. I probably come back on. But this is what I want y'all to do, please. Okay. I want y'all to make a pledge. Become a Patreon. A patron on my site, so I can give you exclusive stuff here first. You could put in any amount, any amount a month. You could do $1 per month. You see that? You put $1 per month. You could put 10 a month. You could put 20 a month. Just for this content, because I'm just telling you, YouTube is full of shit. I love YouTube for the platform, but you a $2 hoe. You gotta feed the machine, feed the machine, feed the machine, feed the machine. It's just a lot. And then you don't even get compensated for your work. I say before and mention my name, including other YouTubers in here, talking about we get my name that I get 100,000 or 50,000 a month. Motherfucker, if I got 50,000 a month, don't you know how my background would be? Don't you know I would have my man cave, what I want, because I know exactly how I'm going to decorate my shit. To whereas when I go live and do these interviews, this shit will look so easy because I know how to do it. I just don't have the space to do it. So at that 50,000, 100,000, whatever you think people is making, well, at least what you think I'm making, you bumped your head, family. Believe me when I tell you, if you're not getting 1,500, if you're not getting 15 million or 300,000 views per video, I said per video, or close to 1 million per video, you ain't really getting no money off here. So I'm using YouTube as a platform to branch out to do other things. So if a brother asks for a little donation, that's gonna kill you? Y'all niggas was saying shit about me having PayPal on my shit, which I've been doing way before Kanika even passed away. Way before she passed away. Well, it was GoFundMe. I ain't really messed with PayPal. I only had GoFundMe on my old channels a while back, way before Kanika. Niggas talking about certain YouTubers going, I got PayPal, but the same niggas talking shit about me. Look at the description box. What does it say now? Donate to such and such. PayPal. Yeah. That's why I read. That's why I'm glad. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go left because this was a great interview today. But I want everybody to please, when you get a chance, please go to. I'm gonna put the link in the description box and I'm gonna put it inside of the chat. Okay, I'm gonna go inside the chat and you can pledge any amount per month so I can give you good work, quality work before anybody would be able to see it a week, maybe weeks before they even get a chance to see it. Okay? And when you put in that hard work, who don't want to be compensated for the work that you put in? If y'all saying not to filibuster or be, you know, long-winded, but if y'all saying good job, Mike, I like the way this is going. I see you, I see potential, I love it. You make it better. Because you helping me, and I'm going to be helping you by giving you the information and content you need. Even exchange, reciprocation. But see, motherfuckers want to beat around the bush and play these games. I'm straightforward. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. Either you're going to do it or you're not. We just can't expect everything for free all the fucking time. You know what I mean? But just help a brother out if you can. All right? So with that being said, again, I will put the link in a few seconds to go. In a few seconds, love. Any amount. I mean, if you put more than a fucking $1 a month, that'd be great. But anything will do. I'm not gonna be all fucking ungrateful. I'm not an ungrateful person, but whatever you can put a month, man, just per month, to give you some exclusive videos and shit that I can't. And I can put stuff on here to where I don't have to worry about nobody flagging my shit. Okay, I really want to say something right now, but I was told to. I really need to stop seeing everything that comes to my mind. Okay, but something is always happening. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm taking it to the Patreon account and start putting exclusives up there. So please support your brother. All right, so I'm gonna put that link in again. So I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Patreon. They got my Patreon account. Yes, thank you, Judah Prince. Exactly. To keep that good info going, yo. Because when you start feeling it's not worth it, then it's like you. If you feel like it's not worth it and you wasted your time, you know what I mean? Then it lacks dedication, and I do like doing this. You know what I mean? And things is looking pretty good for this year so far. Look at the interviews I had so far, and more to come. You're welcome, Lala Green. You already know. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. So, the link not working for Patreon. Let me see. Let me click on it. It's fucking YouTube. It's YouTube doing that. They don't want no links being shared. So what I will have to do, I'm gonna edit this out. I'm gonna put the Patreon inside the description box. All right. Am I still sharing, right? I'm still sharing. So y'all, all right. So y'all see me sharing. So it's in the look down, right? It works now. So if y'all look into the inside the description box, you'll see it there. Maybe it'll work there better. So I really appreciate y'all, man. And yeah. So we got more to come. Me and Fact Check is Got an interview coming up this Friday. I ain't get the time yet, but we having an interview with the guy Prophet from the Nappy Roots. So we'll be on. Oh, hold on, my goddamn camera. Oh, still people. Right, everybody on Facebook Live. I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Facebook Live. Love y'all. Peace. Yeah. So let me move this shit. Yeah. So damn, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I hate when I do that because I lose train of thought. Yeah, just support your boy, man. That's it, man. Yes. Yeah. All right, we're gonna vibe out to this real quick. Then I'm getting out of here, baby. And I'll be back. I'll be back a little bit after 12 because I want to talk about some stories. Damn, Sam. I gotta write something to this shit, man. This shit is dope. Yeah, Prophet from the Nappy Roots is gonna be this Friday. And then we got Turk. We got Turk from Cash Money. We got him on Saturday. Settle down. And then before the Turk interview, I got Joyce. Let me turn this down. Joy Fitzpatrick, the lady that was on here, it was her and Angela. The producers, well, Joyce is the head director, the head producer. Yes, Turk. Yep, the head producer of the Color of Medicine documentary that we looked at the other day, and her other producer, Brian. So that's gonna be way before. It's gonna be on the on this Saturday too, but it's gonna be before the Turk interview. So that one, as the one with me and her and Brian, is gonna take place at 7 p.m. around 8:30. No. Hold on. Wait, I'm bugging. The Turk interview is at 7 p.m. Saturday. Joyce and Brian interview is at 5. So 5 p.m. Friday, it's the interview between me, Joyce, and Brian. And then 7 o'clock is me, Fact Check, and Turk having an interview. So I think we're going to do it on her platform. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on hers over to this channel. So either way, we're going to rock out. So got some stuff coming, man. Okay, have a good night, Ms. Jackson. Thank you for bringing your ass in here now. You said the link still isn't working. It's probably just has something to do with YouTube. It has to be just YouTube. And then when I come back, we're gonna look at the fucking Nature Boy video. We're gonna look at the what's his name? Genuine shit and a few other things, and then that's it, man. If the link is not working, let me see how you do this thing. Look for me. Okay, now I think just put in boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to figure out how you find my name. All right, just put Mike Larry then. Let's see. And either I'm still gonna the interviews that I did on this live stream, they all getting chopped up. So it's all gonna get edited and everything. So they're gonna be separate videos. And you know what I got to start doing with my videos? I have to, because a lot of people, some people want to want some videos long, some don't want to look at long videos. So what I'm gonna have to do is just take like an hour live stream and cut it down to like 25 minutes a piece or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like 25 minutes, then another 25 minutes, like different, you know, the same video but just chopped up with intervals. You know what I mean? Like 25-minute intervals like that. So you know what I mean? Come up with, but I see you live, but sometimes it's too long. So hey, I understand that. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna find out how the fuck. How do I find myself on here? Fucking ridiculous. My link has to work. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna need y'all to go to that Patreon though. Hey, I am gonna address that, but hey, y'all can hit me up too. God damn it, damn it's why is it saying that? Let me get the fuck, man. This is bullshit. One more time, man. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I can't share this shit. Matter of fact, let me get the fuck out of here. All right, I'm about to get out of here. Let me see something real quick. I'm about to get up out of here. Not to hold y'all time. Oh, if you want to, this is how you. Okay, so that's how you. Okay, so that's how you find me. You just put yeah. Why? Why is it doing that? Oh. Oh yeah. Settle down. Nicole, did you say that it worked? No, you don't need a account for Patreon. No, just put in when you put in patreon.com, you put / damn Pata Asha 1980. What the fuck, man? You know what? Hold on, soldier. Hold on. Let me see something. One more time. Let me see something. One more time. Oh, man, it's always fucking something, man. Always something. All right. Yo, it seemed like I'm losing subscribers or something on Michael every 2010 or something. Because when I was when I was gaining my subscribers, it was like YouTube was doing some shit to it as they was stripping my subscribers. Like for real. This is the right Patreon account. What do you want? Yeah. Yeah. Nah, this is the right link right there. It's on there now. Well, no. All right, let's see. I got you. All right. My shit ain't even hanging up. Right. This is what y'all do. Can y'all just like copy and paste what I just said? I mean, what I just said, what I just put in there. Just copy and paste it and put it in your URL box. That's all we have. Let me see. Let me show y'all. It's always some crazy shit, man. What the fuck is up? All right, I'm sharing. All right. All right, so do that. Do that. I know y'all listening, right? This, what I just put without the www dot, just copy and paste that, and just go to your URL. This is called the address box. URL or the address box. Go here, just right click, paste, and just press enter. See, it wanna works when it wants to. I don't know. It has something to do with this fucking I don't yo. Just keep trying because you see it'll work. So just keep trying, please, until you get it. And it shouldn't take that many times to do it. So any fucking way with this stupid ass shit. Yeah, again, I did. Here it is again. Without the www, and just put it in your address box, please. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's doing that. My account is still good. What y'all do is when y'all get a chance, don't do it while you on YouTube, while you here. Like open a separate window and do it. You know what I mean? Open up another window and then go to Patreon and then or I don't know, Janae. End this and I'll be back anyway. I'm definitely coming back. So let me end this. All right, and I'll be back. All right. So love y'all. I'll be back. I'll be back. Peace.